our own Steve got married in a tattoo shop over the weekend.
Wait.
And he's not here today.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
I knew he was getting married. I forgot.
And I think, and I love his girl, but I think she got body painted with, that's what I'm fucking doing, motherfucker. I'm doing the tat thing, whatever. But I guess she got body painted with the Foundry logo. Where's Sam? Because he was all over this.
Yes. I want everything to have the logo.
But I guess did they get married in the tattoo shop? What do we know about Steve's marriage? This would be his, what, second or third? Second, I believe.
Second, jeez.
All right, I don't know.
I'm not sure to tell you.
I think
the
it's a
truth.
second.
I think it's a second.
I would
too.
assume.
Sam, what do you know?
One of his marriages was declared not valid. in
38 states.
We love each other. We want to adopt Matthew and I.
Sam, what do you know about Steve getting married in a tattoo parlor? Give us all the details.
Well, I try to stay up on the social networking sites.
Yeah.
Thank
just
you.
to keep up with what my friends and coworkers are doing.
Certainly.
And so I was looking at Steve and his wife's Facebooks and Twitters all weekend because they were just consistently getting updated with new pictures. And apparently, like, they got married in this. They said they were super secret and intimate. But then if you look at the pictures of their quote-unquote altar, there are pictures on the wall of tattoo flash. Like, at a tattoo parlor, they have pictures of tattoos you could get.
Right.
They're on the wall. And then the next picture is them getting their tattoos, wedding bands.
So you're assuming, based on that the whole ceremony was conducted in the tattoo place.
Yes, I mean, they're literally the walls are covered with.
Wait a minute, because that lady looks like she's like the Dawn Kumia of their.
Yes, the Justice of the Peace.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just decoration. There's pictures all over of possible tattoos.
Oh, that's a tattoo parlor.
Yes.
Oh yeah. They got married in a tattoo parlor.
Yes, because Steve wanted to save on transportation costs.
And Steve is wearing sunglasses on his head.
Of course,
as is Mrs. Steve.
Well, they wanted to make it very casual. You know what's weird about Steve? I was invited.
Oh, well, wait.
I was invited.
How much do we have? Wait, we only have a few hours left.
I was invited to their top secret wedding that was supposed to happen, I think, July 4th weekend. But I wasn't invited to this version of the top secret wedding.
Right. This was the top secret one.
So was there a wedding on July 4th, or did that get canceled?
I said I couldn't go because I had a trip planned.
You made sense.
So I guess I insulted him. Sorry that I had something planned on July 4th that he can't invite me the following week.
We didn't get a limo. We have motorcycle gangs driving us to the reception.
What else do you know about the big wedding with Steve?
And then I guess
they wanted to make it very private and top secret, but I mean, there's pictures all over the place.
Yeah, they posted all the pictures and all the Steve posted on his Twitter right away. So I mean, none of this stuff is secret. Like his wife then body painted, I guess, herself for their reception.
Oh.
And so they were like, she body painted.
I can't do the tattoo sounds, unfortunately. I don't have it in front of me.
She body painted flames all over her torso, and then wore a bikini top, and on her back did a Foundry type logo.
It is a Foundry logo, the big cog.
He even brands his own wife. But Jesus Christ!
But then she put
it's bad enough you branded every fucking Opie and Anthony video. But then you're branding your wife.
But she put her website name on top of the Foundry logo, as if to say,
how did she get my husband's gay.com? That's not her website.
And then I guess they went to their reception someplace where, I guess the only guests I know that were there based on the Facebook pictures were Lainey from Penthouse, who comes in.
Yeah.
Right.
And that madam. Remember the madam who came in here, that blonde woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there.
She was the one who hooked A-Rod up, I think, right?
Yeah. They were the two guests at the reception.
So they were the guests at the reception, probably the witnesses.
I didn't get invited to.
I remember her on our show. She gave us nothing, and then the next day decided to, spill the beans on everybody.
Well, yeah, your executive producer had her as a
great,
guest of
thanks.
honor. Yeah.
Thanks for that wonderful fucking milquetoast interview you gave us.
Yes.
So, Steve Carlisi is officially a married woman.
Yet again.
And what they wanted to make an honest woman out of me.
Christy in Virginia, honey and picnic baskets were the two choices at the reception.
That is the. I'm looking
gotta
at
be.
what could be the altar. Is skulls and
That's a tattoo parlor.
tattoos, and the Grim Reaper is at the bottom.
Obviously, some tattoo parlor just put like a little altar as a gimmick.
Yeah.
And Steve said, "This is perfect."
This is my dream. Is it her first marriage?
Second.
I think it's her second.
Hers-
marriage.
Okay, I was going to say
Yeah, that's
that.
why they
All
went, that's
right.
why they went with the casual.
All
thing.
right, that
You know.
makes a little more sense. If it was her first, he should be shot.
Well, casual is casual, but this is a tattoo parlor.
I hope it ends. I hope it ends like the Gotti marriage. Somewhere in Brazil, they're on vacation. Her purse strap breaks.
Oh, I thought you meant his purse strap.
Oh yeah, it's true. His pocketbook. She gives him a good choking.
Unbelievable. Well, good for Steve.
Yep.
Godspeed.
I
Good
like
luck.
his wife very much.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, she's been very nice to all
She's a
of us.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
He'll be back tomorrow.
Well, now I guess he's taking every Monday off for the rest of the year or something.
Yeah,
I got
he-
that email.
he's got-
What the fuck's going on with our show and this place?
He's got a lot of sick days stored up, so he told me on Friday. He didn't want to tell me about the wedding, but I found out he was getting married this weekend on Friday.
Yeah.
And he said that was his excuse. He said, "I'm getting married this weekend, so this coming Monday and every Monday for the foreseeable future, I'll be taking off."
I'm taking my honeymoon every other Monday.
Here's the very important question. I'm hearing the staff has a ridiculous amount of sick days,
Yes.
vacation days. Doesn't that mean me and Ann have a lot of days coming to us?
Apparently not.
I don't think so.
Why?
Don't
What's
we
the
have sick
difference?
days?
We're supposed to have more time off than you guys.
Yeah, how does that work?
I don't know. I don't
Someone
know.
better explain this to me. And if we have a lot of sick days, we're going to start taking some days.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, because they wanted to be very strict. Because the staff used to just take off when you guys took off. But then when we got here to Sirius, they said, no, you only have this number of days. So then we said, okay, well, let's go by the book. And we looked up how many days we all had.
Listen to this.
And we had all accumulated, like me, and I've been here less time than these guys.
The company basically fucked themselves.
I
You
have
gotta hear this.
42 days to take off between now and next June.
Why do you have to use them?
42. Because then
And-
they go away.
Well, they go
Do the
away.
sick days go away?
They
Yes.
don't carry them
Wait,
over.
not counting vacation?
I have 42 total. Steve has
Wait, 42 days is 8 weeks.
yes. Steve has
You have 8 weeks
Yes.
of vacation in less than a year?
yes. By next June, I have to use them all.
What the?
How do we get fucked out of this?
Steve has over 70 days. 70.
That's-
70. Over
2
So that's
months.
14 weeks.
Is that considering?
That's almost 3 months.
But
That's
is
2.5
that also
months.
taking into consideration the time that he spends here doing nothing? Is that added?
Yeah, because he owes
takes
us
some-
time at this point.
He takes his vacation time, but he comes in.
Right.
So I don't know what that means.
But the company went to these guys like, look, it's not cool that you're taking as much time off as Opie and Anthony and Jimmy.
Yes.
So these guys were smart enough to go to HR and go, all right, let's look at the books and see how much time we got.
Crack the books.
We never cracked the books, and it's like, oh boy.
So we only have vacation
So,
time, and we don't get sick days.
You guys get some
but
sick
other
days.
people have vacation and sick days.
I don't know. We're gonna figure this one out
'Cause with
because these
these-
guys, we're not gonna have a staff because these guys have to take their days. That's what
Yeah.
it's coming down to.
Yeah.
Because the new company sick days do not roll over. Like you don't get to keep your sick days after a year, but because we're XM legacy, quote unquote,
Legacy.
we have until next June to use all the days because XM days did carry over.
For how long?
We
Like,
have,
would XM days carry over forever? Like with year after year?
Yeah, that's
You
why
could've
we
just-
all.
Yeah.
Did you say XM gays or days?
Days.
I might else hear that.
Yes.
XM
And
days are taking off
Sirius
today.
are what? They stay for that year?
Yeah, you get it for the year, and then they don't, and then they replenish. Like, say if you have 5 sick days a year, and you use 3 of them, you don't get the other 2, and
See,
you
that-
start with 5 again.
That's weird because it encourages you to take off. Like it's like
know.
Yeah.
it says, look, you have
kidding
X
me?
amount, take them.
I'm
You
gonna
better
find out
take
how many
'em.
days I got today.
Crack the books. Let's see.
And if we got a lot, so long.
And they're in for
I got
some
a lot of golf
shit.
days coming to me. Fuck that fake golf on TV. I'm gonna play for real.
You guys don't want to take days off.
My stomach hurts.
Peter Kay from Denver was the first dance song Zebras Bears. A little obscure, but very good for Peter. Stephen S. from Bayshore. Who was the best man who slipped Steve the cock ring? Take the wig. Seriously, is Steve descending into madness? He sounds like a homoerotic maniac. Cody in Indiana. The only reason they had such a cheap wedding is because why waste money on fake weddings? Hoffman in Virginia. Were Steve's tuxedo pants capris? That's coming in a lot, actually. A lot. Craig G. from Pal Talk. What's the matter? Gay men's health clinic was closed for the wedding.
I wanted to wear white. Steve.
That many days off. You guys are like teachers. Welcome to my world. Scott and Hot Pog. That's amazing how many days you guys get. What the fuck?
I'm going to take a second job for the summer when I'm taking my 8 weeks off.
Yeah.
Oh, this just in. Coke Logic. You got to think back a little bit. This is in for the newer listeners. Than never left the show. He's just been using his sick days.
Where's my special guest?
Guess you're gonna have to wait till after you pee-pee.
Do you know who it is?
No, I know I'm going to be monumentally disappointed. It's by Steve Carlisi. I came in on a Monday. That's great.
No, that never
That's
happened.
great. That's great. That's great, Carson. Taking Mondays off like fucking Johnny.
Yeah, I don't get this place. You could just tell
It
the bosses,
just is really
I'm going to have
amazing.
Mondays off for now on. And you're the main fucking... Hold on, I have to do it this way.
Yeah.
And you're the main producer of the show, but now you work a 4-day work week.
He's earned it.
Who? Has he?
Yes. Steve has earned it.
How do you get away with working 4 days a week if you're supposedly the main producer?
Because of the work he does, the 4 days he's in, just, I mean...
And while we're at it,
eclipse
let
the
me tell you
normal
how
person.
stupid Steve is.
Okay.
We set up a very special guest for Jimmy for his birthday. That was yesterday.
Who's my guest?
Why did I get a Google
Google alert?
a Google alert? Thank you.
Yeah.
About the very special guest that's going to be on the show today.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
why
see
I'm
that.
asking. Do you know who the guest is?
I honestly do
Because
not.
everybody else does.
I
Jimmy.
do not.
Oh my
Because
god!
it was a Google alert early this morning
I
or
do not
late
know.
last night. Wouldn't Steve, as executive producer, make sure that this didn't make a Google alert anywhere?
You would think.
Is
If
my
if it's a surprise,
Where's my special guest?
in about a half hour, Jimmy.
Oh, not here yet.
No, I thought no, not here yet.
Can I have
Everyone
gas?
got the Google alert, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've been holding in gas.
How does that happen? If you're trying to have a surprise, what?
Guess. I'm anxious.
No, tell me how
Oh
it
my
happened.
god!
You
Yeah,
see
I
it,
did
right?
get
The
this.
special
Don't
guest.
look at your. Don't look at
I'm
your
not.
email.
This is what happens when I get anxious. I have to get rid of the nervousness.
No. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Walter Cronkite is rolling over in his grave, Jimmy.
Yes.
Why don't you man up?
And the special guest that was told it was a surprise also Twittered it. That's good. You think Steve would go, we want to do this as a surprise, and you could do all that after your interview?
Smells bad over here, Opie.
Does it? Could someone ask Steve why it made a Google alert for real? Does he take phone calls on his days off?
No, he's off.
He doesn't even take calls?
No,
The executive producer doesn't take calls?
In about the last half hour of the show, I'll get a bunch of emails asking for today's prep sheet. Like that means anything for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Steve places the post-show call. Now it's to E-Rock. It used to be to Danny or Travis, but he realized they weren't giving him good information. Then he used to call me and realized I had stopped giving him good information.
And of course, E-Rock,
So now he
Brown
calls
knows
E-Rock to find out
great.
what audio was played on the show so he can write the email,
Great.
Well, I tell him we played everything, even though we didn't, so that he just keeps removing everything off the list.
He would call Sam, because he would never call me for anything like that. So he would call Sam, and I would try to feed fake stories. Like, oh, so what's new? So what's new for tomorrow? And I was just trying to make up stuff to see if it would make it to the prep sheet the next day.
This sucks. Now everyone knows Chubby Checker's coming in for your birthday.
That guy was good.
Come on, baby!
Oh, God.
It's horrible.
I'll tell you something. That was one of the most surreal moments that I'll ever remember from this radio show.
Yeah,
was
that
watching
was really.
Chubby Checker and Sabracadabra.
You know what?
That was good.
And he did sing Happy Birthday. Jill brought him in from WB11. That was actually nice.
Yeah.
It's fun to tease Chubby Checker, but he is fucking Chubby Checker.
And he sang the song, and it sounded just like the guy.
He sang Happy Birthday, and then he didn't want to sing the big, do the twist, and then open. He wants 10,000. Opie's like, well, how about 10,000 to promote his new CD? And all of a sudden, he's like, I want and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, we won that one. Like, no, Chubby's going to be fucking singing today.
That was
Or
actually
Chubby
fun.
doesn't leave here alive.
It was fun. Then you asked about his fake hair, which was it could be the most uncomfortable moment I've had in
Can we
5
play
years.
that? We have that real fast?
We can try to find it real quick.
was
After the break?
awful.
I forgot about that. What did I say?
Just asked if is that hair real? It was something like a 5-year-old would ask. And I was fucking. I wanted to crawl under the desk.
Let's get that for after the break. I forgot about that. Was that a year ago today, or is that 2 years now?
It's a year. I mean,
What,
I
a
was.
year?
1 year, yeah.
All right, we got a couple little surprises for you.
As long as there's no cake, I'm trying to eat better. I have to start filming it soon. I'm doing a short movie.
With who?
I went with me and Patrice are in a film together.
Yeah.
What film?
It's called Furry Something. It's with Brendan Fraser and Brooke Shields. I don't have any scenes with her, I don't think. I try to write a makeout scene. And
Wait, you got that movie officially?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if the listeners know that.
Yeah, I called up. I thought I bombed on the audition. I wound up getting it.
Steve's not answering.
Well, he's probably sleeping.
It's his day off.
Let me get this right.
He's a man of leisure.
Let me get this right. The executive producer for the show now
Yeah.
has Mondays off for how long?
Indefinitely.
Indefinitely. He said for the foreseeable future.
And the bosses have no problem with this.
They said they legally can't do anything about it. I mean, I'm sure that, Baba Booey probably takes days off whenever he feels like it, probably once a week.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Why? I mean, why wouldn't he?
And also he decided.
4-day work week for this motherfucker.
Yeah. And
Well,
he also
4
decided, he didn't feel like doing the Opie
4
Anthony
day
website anymore.
Show up
And
week.
Yeah, it's
this
rough to call it a work
I just
week.
love having him around. Are you kidding me?
This company is bizarre. It's bizarre.
It's bizarro. Everything,
Bizarro.
Everything's
Everything's
the reverse
backwards.
of how it's supposed to be.
How do you allow the executive producer for one of your hottest shows to just take Mondays off?
He's the boss. He works hard. Sometimes he needs to rest the brain so he can come back on Tuesday and deliver like he always does.
But
Rest
how
the
does
brain.
he?
Isn't the brain resting when he's here? It's at home on his pillow.
It's in a constant rest period.
I'm a man of leisure.
What do you mean for the foreseeable future? How many?
Like literally, possibly for a year.
Does Anthony and I have this many days that we never took?
No.
That's
Well,
all.
Steve,
What do you mean, no?
Steve would check, but he's off today, so he can't. He's not going to get to that today.
Yeah, can we just indefinitely take Mondays off?
Steve would have to contact
Have we collected
HR.
enough days off like these guys?
What about our days?
Exactly.
Do we have sicky days?
Well, then what day is Steve going to take off?
Yeah.
Wait, Steve is. I thought this Monday thing was for a few Mondays. Like
No. For the foreseeable future, possibly for a year, 52 weeks.
for real.
Oh, yes.
E-Rock for real.
Yeah.
52.
He gets a
So
paid.
so
3
our
day
executive
weekend.
producer is now working 4 days a week.
Well, before
On top of deciding out of nowhere he doesn't feel like doing the Opie and Anthony website anymore.
before you
Steve Carlisi's
How is he
day
helping our
off.
fucking show?
before you get
Carlisi.
upset,
Carlisi.
before you get upset, he explained it to me in very justifiable terms. A couple weeks ago, he said him and his fiance were getting married. He said we're getting married this weekend, so this Monday and every Monday for the foreseeable future, I'm taking off.
Where's Steve Blatter for real? He's here usually, no?
It's his day off.
Soon as Steve is here, have him come into the studio. We won't put him on the air. He's not an air guy, but we got to talk. This is ridiculous. I thought it was a few Mondays.
No, every Monday.
Does that bother you, Ant?
I'm stunned.
Is that Rachel Ray?
The Prius. I pick one up. If you have the means, I highly recommend you pick one up. Steve Carlisi's day off. Holy shit.
Yes.
Boo, boo.
I'm a man of leisure.
And he wonders why none of his guys respect him. He's the guy that's supposed to be setting the example, and now he has decided he doesn't need to work Mondays for a show that's really important to this company, for a show that works their balls off. As much as we fucking fool around and joke about it, we work our asses off.
He told
That's
E-Rock.
so fucking insulting to every fucking person here.
He
Greg Hughes, it's Mr. Carlisi. You're an asshole.
How does this work for a company?
Steve, stay off. I love that.
Swing better, swing better, swing better, swing better.
Shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. So the gay parade float.
I want to eat in that restaurant. I'm going to make a fake reservation with my new stomach.
Chez Louis.
The internet king of New Jersey.
Yes.
Abe
Don't you know
Froman.
me? I'm Abe Froman. The internet king of Jersey. Look, the Foundry logo's on everything. God damn.
He's lost me too, man. Steve has lost me.
He told E-Rock to start taking Fridays off.
Oh, he did?
Yes, that was his advice to E-Rock.
For the last few weeks, it's
My
been
advice to you is to start drinking heavily.
Wait, his advice is to have the whole staff taking days off, making our lives miserable because, I mean, as much as we beat these guys up, they make our jobs so much easier. So much easier, and a few of them are underpaid. So now Steve has decided he gets Mondays off, and he's now suggesting E-Rock take Fridays off.
Yes.
Well, that
Yeah.
puts us in a real shitty fucking position, Steve.
certainly
Thanks
does.
for caring about the guys that brought you up in this fucking business. God, I'm really fucking pissed as much as we're making our
I'm astounded.
as much as you're making the jokes and you should, because you know we got to keep the comedy going.
I'm
It's
astounded.
fucking bullshit. Is what it is.
the problem is that when we
What do you
found
mean
out
he told you? He suggested you take Fridays off.
that's what I'm getting to.
Is it because you're wearing an old Pittsburgh Pirates jersey?
Throwback jersey.
Stupid shirt.
When we found out that we had all these days, Steve was the first to hand in his schedule saying that, I'm taking every Monday off. And then he's just been going around to the staff, make sure you take your days off. Make sure you take your days off. He tells us Friday.
At what point has he thought that it might really hurt us three?
Why are you guys all taking days off?
We haven't yet. He's the only one
No,
who has.
but I mean, why would he be saying just take days off?
Because we have a certain amount of days
How do you
built
guys
up.
have so many fucking days?
Because I guess XM
Because-
never marked it.
You know what? We get some nice vacation now because we've been, doing this for a long time. And the beauty of that whole thing was you guys got all those days off too. Usually that doesn't happen,
Yeah.
So I don't understand how, on top of that, you guys have even more days off.
Well, that was the problem. At first, when we first got here, it used to be very informal. Don't take it, try not to take too many sick days, and you can have off when the show's off. When we got here, they go, well, you guys can't take off when the show's off because you have less vacation time. So at that point, we all talked to HR and said exactly how many sick days and vacation days have we accumulated over the 3-4 years we've all been here. And, Steve has 70 days.
All right, listen. Steve gets Mondays off. E-Rock gets Fridays off. I'm grabbing Wednesdays.
Oh,
I get
Yeah.
Wednesday. Middle of the week,
Midweek.
nice. Turns
I
it
want-
into 2 short fucking work weeks.
I want Tuesdays from 8:15 to 8:25.
You got it.
Do the math.
You got
Only
it.
Tuesdays.
And what day you want off?
Well,
Sunday.
I thought, yes.
How does this help our show?
Janine had a good one here, I guess because he's taking days off. And that's how you executive reduce. Very good, very funny. I want Thursdays. Oh, yeah.
A family member has days off, and you give him crap? You're an asshole.
Oh, you got that down.
I fucking love that.
And
Oh, God.
what's
damn.
management's
kiss for Daddy?
Daddy.
what's management's position in this whole thing?
They can't really do anything about it. They're obviously, when you look at them, they are extremely frustrated that this is the way it's worked out, and
But
that
shouldn't
people
they
are.
demand that like Steve takes a week off at a time? So then that's like you get 1 week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Instead
but-
of every Monday really fucks up the rhythm of what we're trying to do here. It really does.
Legally, they can't say you have to do this with your days. So while a rational human being would say, "Oh, well, since my job is to make the show sound better, maybe I won't take every Monday off." Steve, all he sees is days, so he goes, "Oh, days for me, days for me." Like some of us on the staff all said, "Oh, well, this means that we can now take vacation when the show takes vacation, and here and there we could take a day off. We could at least just sit on them and feel comfortable knowing that if we have an off day."
Management has to understand how this fucks us up. When he's gone on Monday, we then realize how shitty he is when he's
Yes.
here.
Yes.
So we need him to actually take all the time
Yes.
off.
If he could have
Because
5
now-
days off a week,
yes,
the
'cause-
show would run so much
we
better.
see like Monday, like today is great that he's not here. But now we know that he's coming in the rest of the week and it fucks us up.
Sucks.
Yes.
Just so you know how productive his workspace is, we have a garbage can in his seat, and it's getting more
it's
work
usually-
done.
It's usually there every day of the week.
You could actually prove that the garbage can is getting more work done than Steve.
I think it's taking phone
Awesome.
calls.
Taking phone calls. Is it scrolling?
God.
You haven't asked it a question yet. You have to ask it.
Yes. I mean, no. Oh.
Intern Evan told me that one time Steve sent him out to get a padlock and told him he had to find whatever the nicest one. Intern Evan was out for an hour and a half trying to find a padlock for Steve, and he gets back and he gives Steve this padlock that he spent an hour and a half of showtime looking for, and Steve says, "Great. Now I'll be able to lock my stuff up in the gym when I get there after the show."
Oh, good. That's what he was
He's
doing.
also using our
For his gym
interns.
locker.
Is that real?
Intern Evan told me that. Yeah, he 100% told me that.
Life
Real.
goes by pretty fast. If you don't take vacation time, you'll miss out on it. Yes. Rooney, I'll be there for my check on Friday. Unbelievable.
Dude, you know what?
If
If you have all those days, it's good to know you have them. Then every once in a while, you're like, you know what? I'm going to take a day off. But to actually make it every Monday
The foreseeable future.
and say the foreseeable future is that's ridiculous.
Like, I think if somebody...
Every Monday here on in.
This is what he said. I think if somebody told most of us you have 70 days off, we'd probably all be like, that's awesome, and realize we'll probably never actually use 70 days.
70.
Steve immediately grabbed his calendar and marked 70 days that he would
70 Mondays.
Dude, that's a before the next brilliance of comedy. I just got to say, it's a big fuck you to me, Aunt Jimmy, Danny,
Is it?
E-Rock,
Mind your
Sam,
P's and Q's,
Travis.
Buster, and remember who you're dealing with. Steve C.
He's just doing this to everybody. He really is.
Hey, he's just taking his days. It's the company days. He's going to take them.
Fucking.
They can't take it
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
And he wonders why none of these guys respect him. It's you don't have just look in the mirror, Steve, and then you can answer your own question.
I don't like to.
I don't understand. These guys don't listen to me. Because they're.
Hey, I tell you, I get no respect. My dog, Vinny Boombats.
He's barely breaking even on his webpage, and this is like free money. He told me. Barely breaking even.
He said free money.
Yeah, I mean, this is money. It's like it's costing him money if he
I'll
doesn't
tell
take
you
the
free
days.
money. Holy mother of fuck.
You know?
Gonna go Dankeschön. You'll steal a taxi from us.
Yeah. Anthony will look over and say, "Is that Steve?"
Steve? What? Yes. Look, I'm on the float with Scandinavian women or
Without Q.
out Kim.
There's Steve in his vest.
Yes, it's my vest.
But he's a fan of that pattern anyway.
Yes.
That leopard print.
God damn, how do you get away with it? How do you get away with it?
God bless you.
This
Anthony,
day and
keeping
age.
it funny because I'm out of my mind. It's ridiculous.
I don't get it. You know how
God
pissed,
bless you for
you know
the
how
comedy.
pissed he'd be if it turns out now that they go to him and go, you can't do this. He will be every Monday. He will just be crankier than he always is.
I will tell you something. I believe Steve C will try to sue the company if they tell him he can't take Mondays off. That's something I think. I believe that he will try to sue the company.
You can speak with my attorney.
He's becoming a hindrance, is what he is.
Yes, he is a hindrance.
Becoming?
Well, I'm trying to be nice about it. He has been for a while. All right, he has, and this is just, it's ridiculous. I mean, these guys not only are here every fucking day. I get emails and phone calls from these guys. I'm still at work. I'm like, what? I already took a 3-hour nap and I went on a bike ride. And this guy is, jumping at the opportunity to work less.
Well, he does give us the assignments before he leaves for the day. So, I mean, we at least know what to do.
At least that's good. Yeah.
Sam, you laugh in his face at this point, I hope.
Oh, yes.
I know Danny has for a long time, and I hope you're at that level, too.
I mean,
you're not going nowhere.
Danny's been vindicated.
Danny's going nowhere.
Danny has been vindicated for every doubt.
E-Rock, you
that
can continue
maybe
kissing
he was
Steve's
wrong.
ass. No problem. We need one.
I'll protect you.
Thanks, Sean.
Do you kiss his ass?
No.
Right.
A little bit.
A little
I
smooch.
can work with him. I don't kiss his ass.
A little bit.
You do laugh at him now, though?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm cordial enough. I'm not at the Danny level where I just spit in his face, basically. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
Where's Travis, besides being a sarcastic douche?
Right here.
How do you handle Steve at this point?
Very sarcastically.
Yeah, Travis is in the Danny camp. Steve doesn't really talk to
Definitely.
Travis either.
Yeah, that's good.
Like every Monday, he'll ask me to send him the prep sheet that I make in the morning, and somehow every Monday I forget to do it until the afternoon.
Yes.
Because I don't see why he needs it if he's sitting at home.
And not answering his phone. Travis told me this morning, he goes...
Well, see, that's what pisses me off the most, and we'll go back to the jokes, is the fact, all right, so he's in a position where he knows he's got the company by the balls, and he's taking every Monday off, but he's not even willing to answer his fucking phone on Mondays? To do a quick little, hey, Steve, where's this? What's going on with this type thing?
See, you'd think the give Steve the recap of what happened on the show today is only when he's off. But every day after the show, he asks one of us, he goes to the prep sheet and says, did we play this? Did we play this? Did we play this? E-Rock told me that he was sitting in studio one time when Danny was sick, in studio with you guys. And he comes out of the studio after the show and says, hey, E-Rock, what audio did we play today? And E-Rock goes, you were not answering phones. You were not checking email. You were sitting in studio with them.
Oh, my God.
And what kind of assignments he gives you guys?
Try calling him. See if you can get him on the phone, Travis.
We've called him about 50 times.
Oh, okay.
With him not
And he
answering.
knows we're calling. What a fucking dick.
It's his day off.
Yeah, but he
What is he, sleeping in?
No, he's checking out a ball game.
He's not even supposed to be here today.
he never bothered telling.
Remember what we were talking about yesterday?
Wrong movie, dickhead.
What movie did Travis reference?
Clerks. Nobody was talking about Clerks.
You're a
Talking
fool.
about Clerks.
He went to work in Clerks.
Saying I'm not even supposed to be here means, he went to work. So your whole fucking thing doesn't even work. You stink.
If Steve had come in on Sunday, it would be like Clerks.
Right.
If he works 6 days, he works 4 days, though. It's more like
Furthest
Ferris
situation from
Bueller.
Clerks ever.
It's not at all like Clerks.
He finally got a little courage to pot it up and say it on the air, and he crashed and burned on
Boy,
his first,
did he.
and his first sortie.
Well, we were talking yesterday.
Yeah, I figured you'd fucking throw it out there, huh?
Wow.
Oh, well.
We should just put a fucking mute on that microphone. There's no need for it.
Why don't you take today off?
I can't. Steve already did.
Yes.
I want to hear about the assignments that Steve gives these guys every day.
No, here's the problem. The only thing Steve ever tells us to do is something that somebody else obviously told him to tell us to do, except he's a terrible communicator. And what happens is very useful information gets filtered out before it hits us. Steve is the useful information filter. And so we have to try to figure out who told Steve to tell us to do that and then go to them and get the assignment again.
Right.
Like, for instance, if Rob Cross were to say, hey, Steve, have the guys do this, it's usually something that needs to get done in a legitimate request. But Steve asks Eric, me, or whoever to do it, and Eric and me look at him like, what are you talking about? Like, we can't even it doesn't make sense what he's asking us to do. So then we go to Rob Cross and say, hey, did you want us to do this? And Rob, no, here is it.
Then he
here
throws
is
in
what.
those details that were left out, and it all makes sense.
Yes.
Ah, I gotcha.
Which is
Wow.
why the show runs smoothly on Mondays.
Oh, yeah.
There's no question about it.
We've been asked by other Sirius employees, well, who is Steve's fill-in when he's gone? Like, who is the guy in charge?
A garbage pail on his seat, apparently.
Who's the guy in charge Tuesday through Friday? I mean, it's the same. It runs the same.
It runs the same whether it's here or not,
exactly
right?
the same.
Yeah, that's good. And then he gives us a big fuck you. That's great, Steve. Thanks for everything we did for you over the years. Fuck you.
Where's Steve?
Is Steve working today?
Yeah, he's here.
Steve's back? Yeah, it's not Monday. It's not Monday, so Steve's back? There's a lot of controversy. Steve's saying he never said that he was taking all those Mondays off.
The Steve conspiracy is amazing.
That
This beats
conspiracy
the moon.
is way better than any other
Dude,
conspiracy.
9/11, the moon, the Holocaust thing, anything. The Steve saying he was taking every Monday off for the foreseeable future.
Well, he just got married.
Conspiracy is huge.
He just got married for the second time, and I guess instead of a honeymoon, he explained that he wanted to take a few Mondays off. The staff swears that he said for the foreseeable future.
And he said
there's a big difference between those two statements.
And Steve said he sent an email out to me, you, and Ant, which I'm not saying he didn't, because he probably did. He said that he sent an email saying that, and then we got no response saying it was like not okay. So he assumed it was okay. But yes, it is a big the puff of smoke was out of a white bag full of protein powder.
The original email that I did read, I deleted as soon as I read it, but it seemed like he was going to take a few Mondays off. And
Where is
then,
she?
And then it turned into for the foreseeable future.
Can we get Steve in here? He should be. Why is he not trotting down?
Where is he?
The whole staff swears he said foreseeable future, and Steve said it was just a few Mondays.
Well, I sent him a text yesterday.
And then said that, we're believing the hype from these guys.
I sent him a text yesterday. There was an issue we had here about a guest. So I said to Steve, why wasn't the staff told about this situation with this guest? Because, again, it's like you got to tell the guys. And he wrote me back later, I think, and said that, no, that they were sent an email on Friday.
Steve, there's a big controversy here.
Yes.
You're saying one
theories.
thing, and the entire staff is saying another thing. And I mean the entire staff.
Oh, I know.
The original email you
Absolutely.
you sent, I assumed it was just a few Mondays, but then it took on a life of its own, and everyone is saying it was for the foreseeable future, including Steve Blatter, by the way, who's your boss.
Right. And I spoke
Even
to Steve
Blatter's
last night.
saying that you said foreseeable future.
I spoke to Steve last night, and I'm going to speak to him again today, and we're going to work this whole thing out. When I found out how much time me and some of the other guys had off, I said, well, there's some days off that we have, and we're obviously not going to be able to get to use all of them, but we can use some of them.
You do realize it worked the other way too, right? All those years of taking 4, 5, 6 weeks off, that was like something that probably shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I know, and this is
But
stuff
me and
that we
Ant certainly weren't going to be the ones going, hey, you guys shouldn't have as much fucking vacation time as us.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and
So it
with
worked
that
in your
said,
favor the other way too. Is what
I
I'm
understand
saying.
that. I understand that. And I said, well, there's no way that we're going to be able to use some of all of it. But we can certainly use some of it. Now, I got married the other week, and I said well in advance of this to my bosses that I wanted to take some Mondays off in lieu of taking a honeymoon because the show came first. And nobody voiced an objection to it. Now, and I also told
no one, because it seemed like it was a few Mondays.
Right. And that few Mondays was July and a few in August. That was a few, and it adds up to about 6, I think.
That's a little more than a few.
4 in July, 2 in August is 6. That's 6 days.
That's
Is that a lot?
that's a little
5 per month.
That's a little over a week.
That's borderline more than a few.
Okay.
To be honest with you, it's
All right.
starting to lean into the holy shit category.
All right. Well, nobody.
Into the holy shit.
Nobody.
Holy shit! I wish I could do that category.
Nobody.
Imagine it. We could get the next 6 Mondays off. Are you kidding me?
Damn.
You can't
Cherished.
downplay that.
Cherished.
I got this funny joke I do. I'm running for office. And I say no more Mondays.
Great, Jim.
Yeah. All right. So if you send out an email,
I didn't know the Boomtown
Absolutely.
Rat song was about Steve Carlisi.
do you have a copy of the email? Because I'll just clear it up.
Sure do.
Okay, there you go.
Sure do. Absolutely.
Monday.
Yes.
Can't work that day.
Just another manic Monday. I prefer Sunday.
Absolutely.
Just another sleep in Monday.
That's my cum day. I'm sorry, Steve. You were in striking distance, so I apologize.
And I, of course, stipulated that if anybody else was out, I wouldn't be doing that, which I absolutely did. When Travis was out, I completely stayed in.
Well, what about the other part of the equation where you don't even answer your phone on a Monday?
Everybody's got my home phone. Everybody's got
Everyone
it.
called you yesterday.
Nobody called. My house phone didn't ring once.
Travis?
We called both numbers yesterday. About
Yeah, you called
50
my
times.
cell phones. You called my cell phones. They were in the other room. I didn't have them with me. Nobody called my house phone. Everybody's
has your
got
house
it.
phone? How can we do
Everybody's
that?
got
Who
it.
doesn't have their cell phone near them, though? Come on.
I didn't yesterday. I was
The entire morning? What time did you get up yesterday?
about 7.
And you didn't hear your cell phone ring
No.
once? Come on, Steve.
No, I didn't.
If I'm more than a foot away from my cell phone, I have a panic attack.
Do you pass these over?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, Sam's running down the hall.
What is this?
Now, anyway.
Transcripts?
Well,
No, that's
who is this sent to? This was sent
that's
to
my boss's Stephen.
Oh,
Robb.
to Steve Robb. Okay. And this was sent this morning.
No,
I'm kidding. Steve.
Nah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
that's not true.
No,
Wait a
That's
minute.
not true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would make 7. Now we're up to 7 Mondays, not 6.
Yeah, but one of these I didn't take. So
Oh, thank you.
Wait,
Thank you for
wait.
giving us that day.
Okay. Well, this is June 26th.
sure.
This was sent out at 3:53 a.m. And then it says that you're taking time off. And so for the foreseeable future, and then it has a bunch of dates.
Yeah, but listen, but look
And then
very
it goes,
clearly.
and so forth and so on.
There's the word foreseeable that you told me last night you didn't say. It's right in your email.
But
Yeah,
it
but
says,
look-
and,
but-
and
all
then-
right.
wait. And what is and so forth and so on? Doesn't that mean that you continue
Right.
with the Mondays? Then what is and so forth and so on?
There's a
mean?
lot of guilt in your email.
This is
Because the key to this whole thing yesterday,
evidence. Get in the car.
the key to what we were discussing yesterday, a few Mondays, and I said I had a problem with the word foreseeable, and the foreseeable is right in the email you sent to your own bosses, and then Ann also points out and so forth and so on,
Which means
it's going to continue.
That's a ... for the dates. We have 6/29, 7/6, 7/13, 7/20, 7/27, 8/3, 8/10, 8/17 through 8/24 vacation days, and then 8/31 and so forth and so on, which would lead me to believe you mean 9 whatever 6.
Right.
You're
and,
gonna
then, and
continue
then
until
9
September.
whatever. It's
My
just
in-
so on and so forth.
Right. My intention for saying that was only up to only through August. It was not going to go
But what
beyond
is
that.
and so forth and so on?
I will. My defense in this is that I'm crazy. All right, and that I don't.
You can't plead insanity on the Opie
insanity. It's not
Anthony
insanity.
show.
told me yesterday
Everyone's
that everyone-
crazy on this show.
Everyone is misrepresenting what you're saying, but in your own email,
You pled insanity on
No,
this
I'm not.
show?
I'm not pleading insanity. I'm not pleading insanity. I'm not
You
pleading
said my
insanity.
only defense is that I'm crazy.
I'm fucking
you said
nuts.
And so forth and so on. And your answer is I'm crazy.
you said you didn't use the word foreseeable, which is right in your
Holy
original
shit.
email, and so forth and so on. This is very obvious that you want to take pretty much every Monday off that you possibly can.
For the
That's the only way you could read this.
But that's not. Listen, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, and that's not what I was going to do.
You said these guys are basically liars and miscommunicating, and it's getting back to us, and they're working me and Ann and all this crap. How are they working us when it's in your own email?
That was not my intention to do that.
The and so forth and so on is the smoking
Well,
gun.
all right,
there.
fair enough.
Yeah.
But
That means
you know what?
want your Mondays
No.
off continuing into September.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Then you explain what and so forth and so on means for real.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was the first email I sent out, and I really didn't get, and I didn't get a response from anybody. But I was only going to do through the vacation days.
Maybe you sent us a different email. Do you have the one that you sent to Aunt
I sure
myself?
do.
Because I actually don't remember getting it.
But that's not what it says.
But
when you,
no, no,
so forth and so on means you are going to continue the thought that you put on paper.
See, there's a pattern here. It's every Monday. That's the pattern. And then ... and so
subject-
forth and so on means the pattern will continue.
How about this? Subject, Mondays off, foreseeable future, and so forth and so on. Everything else doesn't mean shit.
That really, that really pretty much just spells it out. I don't. Reading.
And this is basically saying the same thing, that you want a lot of Mondays off.
No, it doesn't.
It says,
it really doesn't.
I'll read it just so people know if it's cool.
Hold
If there's nothing, I won't say her name. Not that you care. Read it. Ope, just so you're in the loop.
Oh.
No, I'm reading it.
Oh.
I'm getting married on Saturday. I'm keeping it on the DL until my girl and I actually do it. But since she's out of town half the week all the time, I want to use some of my 75 days off, and then in quote parentheses, Steve puts, yes, that's really how much I have stored up, to spend a day with her, and taking off Mondays would allow me to do that. Obviously, on days we're short-staffed, I won't be out. Bladder and Cross are already okay with it, but it dawned on me that I hadn't told you guys yet. Again, I'm keeping it quiet until we do it, but I want you to know that's my plan, as long as you have no objection. Some of the guys, namely me, Eric, and Derek, have a lot of an obscene amount of paid time off that were built up with XM that we have to use by next June.
Why don't you acknowledge Danny and Travis in this email?
Because they have the time off. Everybody's got it. And everybody's got their list of how much they have. But the amount of time that that those three of us have is so far and gone beyond what everybody else has, because we've been on the books longer.
Okay. An obscene amount of paid time off that built up with XM that we have to use by June. We probably won't be able to use anywhere near all of it, but we can use some. You say 51 days in the one email and 75 in this one. Am I incorrect or no?
No, you're not. 51 sick days I have. This one says 75
one is sick days plus days off. One is because we got two different emails from the HR department.
Okay.
So
I will say in this one, you do say that you're just checking to make sure it's okay, as long as you have no objection. It is kind of tough though, and so forth and so on. It does in a way. It's like that does kind of implicate that you want to do a lot.
And this one says taking Mondays off would allow me to do that. It doesn't state how many or how few you are thinking about taking off. Right. The one thing, though, where it says, obviously, on days we're short-staffed, I won't be out. Now, that leads me to believe on days that you're not short-staffed, you will be out. See, it's like, obviously,
in
on
that
days
amount
we're
of time.
short-staffed.
Again, I'm only talking about in these 2 months.
No, though, and so forth and so on covers the
so forth and so on.
All right,
kills your whole argument.
Yeah, I understand that.
That covers 51 Mondays,
Right,
if
but
you have
absolutely,
days, or 75,
absolutely,
depending on what it is.
So forth and so on. Basically, until your
continues
days
the
run
pattern.
Out.
That's like whenever you go like, okay, let's count even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who
10,
do we
12.
appreciate, Steve? Sorry.
Hooray! 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on and so forth. It doesn't end. It just keeps going until you know.
Until you run out of the 51
and
sick
so
days
forth,
that you list.
and so on. It's not and so forth until, and so forth and so on.
At no point did I ever articulate to any of my bosses or you guys that I was planning on taking a year's worth of Mondays.
Really?
I
Well,
did not.
I'm not
You better
saying
talk
a
to
year.
Bladder.
I'm
I
just
did.
saying the
I spoke to him.
You think we're confused? He was like, "Look, there's nothing I can do about it."
No, there's nothing he can do about it. But he finally yesterday voiced his disapproval with
But
taking
you made
your-
it sound like we all are crazy, and the fact is, you
pled insanity.
You fucked up this whole thing from the beginning
I
with
never
your
fucked
email.
up anything. I
Foreseeable future and so forth and so on.
That doesn't
I rest
say,
my case.
That doesn't say a year's
Get me a
worth.
judge on the phone.
Get me a jury.
We would win so easily.
I understand
on this
that,
one.
but jumping to the conclusion that I was going to take a year off, that's not true. I never articulated that.
All right,
ever.
I'll say that.
And I'll go back to foreseeable future and so forth
You
and
can
so on.
go
And I
back
got
to-
51 sick days. That means pretty much every Monday.
That doesn't mean anything.
For the next
I
year.
never articulated it. Absolutely not. I didn't.
How are we supposed to...
I'm not sure. Let me ask Steve this, because I don't want to
Steve,
put words.
we're gonna go
How
round and round and round and round.
Sure, of
how,
course.
how could you interpret? How could somebody interpret? Like when you listed the Mondays, if you had listed just the Mondays through August, then you go, that's August. But how could somebody have interpreted and so forth and
Steve,
so on?
read your own email and explain.
I did, and I have several times over.
Out loud on the show. Because I
don't
can't just
have it
sit here.
anymore.
Anthony, can I have a copy of Steve's first email, please?
It's going to be almost
Just the
impossible for people to
Okay.
believe.
I understand that. Listen, and I know I'm going to get my
Because your own
nuts
words
smashed.
kill you. So read your email. Subject: Mondays off. Heads up. Go from there and explain what you mean after every sentence.
Just a heads up, for the next bunch of Mondays, excluding those days when Travis is on a paternity leave or the days we need people to cover, I'm going to take some of the 51 sick days I have. So for the foreseeable future. And you know, you're right. You're right. That should not have been in there, but it's my own fault for using that terminology. And then I list the 29th, and every Monday through there, some of which I did not take off. All right? And then I put in so forth and so on. Again, should not have put it in there because it leads one to jump to an unreasonable conclusion.
Unreasonable?
No.
God, and
That's
this is
really, it's a reasonable
communication
conclusion.
sucks.
It's a reasonable conclusion to think, and
Absolutely.
so forth and so on means this will continue
Steve.
with the pattern that I have stated here. It will continue.
Again.
That's what and so forth and so on is continuing.
Absolutely
It's
no
moving
objection between the 29th or the 26th of June and when I sent you guys, the one I sent you, which was July 7th, was an objection stated to anything that I wrote
Steve, let me ask you a question. Now, Travis, were you here during Travis's maternity leave?
Yes.
Paternity leave, whatever it is?
Absolutely.
What days was that?
I don't remember.
Steve, I'm not gonna. I could read this. I certainly wouldn't blow up your spot by reading emails you don't want me to read, but I could read this. You write, there's a lot of deliberate miscommunication going on. How is it deliberate miscommunication when we read your email one way and you're swearing it wasn't meant to be that way? So these guys are guilty of deliberate miscommunication? Are you kidding me?
Some of
You
the
make
stuff
it
that-
very gray here, make it very easy for people to miscommunicate. I'm not to see it a completely different way.
Some of the stuff that is said about me in regards to this is absolutely not true.
Like what?
I never said I was going to take a year's worth. That was said. I don't know who said it. I never said that. I never said I was going to take a year.
Which is in your email, that you're going to take every Monday off for the foreseeable future.
And then I heard
that could be more than a year, to be honest with you. Who knows what that really means?
a year either.
Hold on, Steve, you list
Foreseeable future means way more than a few Mondays. I'm
you list
sorry.
8 days here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you said unless Travis is on leave, so you had said that you wanted to take about 6 days.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Travis, what days were you out? And was Steve, because Steve might have been out, might have been here.
No, he was here. I was only out for one straight week.
Was that the 6th?
Yeah.
And the-
yeah.
Okay, so this is the only thing that I want to question. At the bottom it says, and so forth and so on. But then Steve says, so that's about 8 days right there. Obviously, I'll let the rest of my guys know. If it was intended to be forever, why put 8 days right there? Like, was and so forth and so on, meaning that this pattern will continue, like if Travis is out for 2 or 3 days until I take my 6 or 7 days.
No,
Like,
that meant, you know what? If I have to try to remember what I was thinking, I was gonna put those right there and then play it by ear for the rest of the time. And that's fair. That's fair. But you know what? I can't.
because you do say foreseeable future, you do say, but my only thing is you
I
say...
think it's then going back and saying, so that's about 8 days right there that he listed.
Okay.
But then, and so forth and so on, he didn't include that in the, so that's about
And
8
he
days
said
right
that he's
there.
got 51
It
to
doesn't
begin with,
really,
so-
it doesn't
Okay.
really
That-
vindicate
that-
him for the, and so forth
That
and so
leads
on.
you to
which-
believe there's another 43 coming.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It really does.
And you said you let you, meaning me, man, this pissed me off big time. You let those guys instigate an entire line of bullshit. No, your own email instigated everything that is happening to you, Steve. I didn't let nobody do shit.
No, you have a guy.
Okay.
You have a bunch of guys in here that's like this Lord of the Flies mentality,
Dude, when
And
you
it's-
write an email like this, there's no instigation going on.
But
this makes people go, holy shit, the guy that is our boss is taking pretty much every Monday off.
My bosses were the only ones who saw this email. My bosses were the only ones who saw this email. So nobody was privy to this.
So what were they privy to?
but you
What
put
were
it
they
on
privy to?
the calendars during our staff meetings where, it's upcoming bookings and shit that's going on. And then every Monday, just down the line, it says Steve off, Steve off, Steve off,
Yeah,
Steve off,
and that
Steve
was-
off.
and that was about
it came up
4.
it came up in a meeting. And I remember somebody saying, Steve, you taking every Monday off? And you were like, yeah. I was like, for how long? And you said, for the foreseeable future.
For the foreseeable future could mean.
So don't say I.
So then if that's what's said from you, how is anybody on this staff twisting words? No one's lying.
We're not.
No
letting,
one's.
We're not letting guys instigate an entire line of bullshit, and you bought into it. Oh, I did, huh?
Nice.
When he's saying foreseeable future, your email says foreseeable future. The boss, Steve Blatter, I guess he bought into the line of bullshit too, because he's like, yeah, that's what I read this to be.
No,
every fucking Monday.
I told him last night. I said I never said a full year. I never said it. Never articulated.
I don't think anybody said a full year.
Yeah, it was said on the air yesterday. Believe me, I listened to that. It was said on the air, and I didn't. I never said
All right,
it.
so there's a difference between us saying a full year and you saying a few Mondays. It's obviously somewhere way in between.
Well, whatever it means, it's
51.
not. Obviously I can't do it. Obviously I can't do it.
You can do whatever you want.
No, apparently I can't. Apparently I can't.
You got the days. You got the days.
No, I apparently I can't because
it's just hard to run a show when the executive producer has decided to work a 4-day work week like Howard Stern. Holy shit, we would all love that fucking deal. Trust me.
But you know what? Nobody voiced an objection to anything I said. All you had to do was say I'm not cool with it.
The first email we were cool with because it sounded like a few Mondays. This one, it makes foreseeable future and so forth and so on. That's all I'll keep saying over and over again. And I would win in front of a judge every time.
We weren't on that one though.
So
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But that just became part of what was known to be
After you know
the
what?
Truth. Yeah. Sam, where's Sam? Because you think Danny's always picking on you. Sam, what do you know about this?
Well, he said the words foreseeable future to me, to my face. I said, how many months? He said, I'm getting married this weekend. I'm not telling anybody until it's done. After that, I'm going to be taking every Monday off for the foreseeable future. The year thing came up yesterday when we said, how many sick days does he have? Your email says 51 sick days.
That's about a year.
You said foreseeable future every Monday. So 51 weeks.
Well, then I'll clarify.
Be a year. Nobody said you are definitely taking every Monday for a year off, but that is a strong possibility when you have 51 days.
That's a
one
safe,
day a week.
That's a safe assumption.
It was a little vague,
but it's an assumption nonetheless. And what I meant by foreseeable future was
it's a more
my
accurate assumption than what you're saying.
Well, it doesn't. It's a moot point at this level because I can't do it. I can't do it. All right. Initially, nobody had a problem. Now everyone's got a problem. Last week, nobody had a problem with it. Now it's a problem.
I personally don't think it's. I'm only saying that I can understand why, because I know sometimes the staff gives you a hard time, but I can understand why somebody would interpret that as thinking you meant a year's worth of money. It's like when you read that, it's kind of hard to not interpret that.
All right. Nobody except my bosses saw that initial email.
But it doesn't even matter at this point because you said it to enough people that foreseeable future. Danny heard it, Sam heard it, Steve Blatter heard it.
And I think it was more like...
And that's when, we started having a problem with your original email and what happened yesterday.
But like
because a few Mondays just turned into a foreseeable future. And I even asked Steve Blatter, I'm like, what's going on with Steve? I thought it was a few Mondays. He was like, well, no, it's pretty much every Monday, and there's nothing we can do about it. What does E-Rock have to say about this?
Hopefully very little.
E-Rock, did you hear foreseeable future, or did you hear a few Mondays because I just got married?
Actually, I didn't even hear both. I was told...
Either you mean.
Either.
Stupid.
I was told that when we were finding out about all these days, he's like, you got to take them off, you got to take them off. What are you doing? Oh, I'm taking Mondays off. And for how long? Well, I can take them off as long as I want. I have the days, is what I was told.
Okay.
All right.
But, that's more than a few, by the way.
I got an email from Steve on June 28th saying that I will be out on Mondays except for when Travis is out. So it's pretty much stating that he was taking
it's open-ended. It's open-ended.
It is open-ended.
It's open-ended
It doesn't
until...
say a year. I wouldn't, imagine it would be a year or something, but it is open-ended.
My intentions were to make it very, very brief. I was not intending to make it a year, and it got absolutely blown out of proportion.
Due to the email. Had to be the email. When I read that, all I can think is, I'm surprised they never got back to you and said, what the fuck?
Well, you know what? Nobody did.
And so forth
Nobody
and so on.
did. Nobody said boo to me about it
Because
at
the
all.
bosses can't. They legally can't tell you
No.
not to take the days. That's
They
why
can
nobody-
say, I'd rather you didn't. They could say, could you work something else out? Which is what my boss said to me last night. Let's work something else out.
And
that was after I got my nuts smashed in yesterday. So fine. So
and
I'm
the
gonna.
email that we got, because we weren't privy to the first one with this so forth and so on. The one that we got is a little more, even more vague than the so forth and so on one.
Has not no one getting.
So
hence my response.
No red flag.
Hence my response, which is right here. No problem, Steve. Happy for you guys.
Yeah, because it sounds like I'm just going to take a couple of Mondays off here and there.
And then when you hear you're going to take a few Mondays off, of course the staff's going to start talking, and then we start hearing the rumblings. Well, a few Mondays. He's saying foreseeable future. He's saying every Monday. He's saying he's got over 50 fucking sick days he's got to use up, so he's going to take Mondays
Well, you heard
off.
rumblings. You didn't hear from me. You heard rumblings.
Everyone heard it.
Well,
Steve.
that's everyone. That's not me. Nobody asked me. My home phone didn't ring yesterday.
No, I've never had your home
Nobody
phone number.
has your home phone number.
I've never had your home telephone number.
And
ever.
it doesn't matter. You're on your fucking cell phone literally the entire time you're here. I'm not buying that you're away from your cell phone for more than an hour. Please. We tried calling you all day yesterday.
Yeah, I know, and I saw it when I
by the way, get your point on the radio, because, it was getting pretty ugly for you. So we're like, you know what, let's get Steve's point. So we called you all fucking day.
Well, I didn't see it until afterwards. I didn't.
But you texted Liam at 9:30. You texted Liam on your phone at 9:30.
Yeah, because Liam said I was getting my nuts smashed.
But then how could you have not seen the missed calls if you had your phone at 9:30?
Yeah, you said you didn't
Liam?
see the calls. Travis, you just told Travis. I don't... Steve, what the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
You're talking in circles.
I'm not talking in
Travis,
circles.
what did he say about you calling?
He said he never saw us call.
All right.
If we called your cell phones 50 times and then you texted Liam back while we were still
you
on
didn't
the
see
air.
all the missed calls?
Yeah,
And
you had to have clicked
also
OK
knowing you're
on
being
50
smashed.
missed calls.
And then we're still on the air for another hour and 50. We actually kind of went late yesterday. We went to about 10:40, 10:45. So you had every opportunity to defend yourself yesterday on the show.
Well, calling up just to get my nuts kicked wasn't a priority.
No, Steve. I also tried calling you too because Liam was trying to get in touch with you for 15 minutes. He didn't know you were off yesterday, and he was handling Ace and some other stuff going on. So he finally called the office looking for you, and I said, "Oh, Steve's not in today."
Whole talent department has my home number. Whole talent.
He couldn't get in touch with you. Then after I spoke to Liam, I started calling you from the office, and it just went right to your voicemail. So I dealt with Liam for the rest of the stuff that day. But he had no idea, and you booked that whole thing.
Whole talent department has my home number.
A bunch of people screaming saying bullshit. He said it on the radio last week. He said it on the radio.
Who said what?
What?
That you were taking a lot of Mondays off.
Well,
when did I say that?
I don't know. But it came in a few times.
Well, I'm not going to listen to hearsay from the audience.
Well, it's something
they've been known to lie through their teeth.
All I'm saying is it's something to look into if more than a few are saying it. So
There really is an overwhelming amount of evidence anyway, just in the documentation. I like keeping this illegal. It just, I don't know, the so forth and so on thing kind of got me. That's all.
Well, listen.
It just seems like
nobody voiced an objection. Absolutely.
Nobody. I'm just doing a little Road Warrior. Nobody.
And you're right. In terms of continuity now, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. I got a wife at home who cried because because she heard me getting the shit kicked out of me yesterday. So that was a fun evening for me. And
she watching the wedding video?
Nah, no video.
Funny.
But so you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. They can just sit there and I won't use them. I won't use them.
No, we'd never say not use them.
No, you know what? Yeah, because
you know what? You just take a week during vacation or something like that, or something.
That's where you're insane, Steve.
That's
to be
fine.
real,
It's not an all or nothing
because
thing.
we're not saying it's an all or nothing.
But that's certainly what it sounds like.
No,
no, we just need an executive producer here.
That's
on steady Mondays,
100% of the week instead of 80%.
It can't be like Mondays for the foreseeable future, or with no end in sight for us. We can't go, okay, we just have to not have an executive producer for Mondays for some vague amount of time.
Well, if nothing else.
But if you came up and said, hey guys, I'm going to fucking, Bahamas for a week.
Right.
Week and a half, whatever. We're not going to go, no, we can't do it without you. We need, no, that's fine. That is a beginning and an end to it. And you go, you have the time, you have fun, you you take it.
I honestly never thought you'd allow. I honestly never thought you'd allow
that. It
that.
was the vagary of this long, kind of extended, open-ended Monday off thing.
But you do understand taking every Monday off hurts a lot more than just taking a week out of nowhere, a week and a half out of nowhere. Right?
I honestly never thought you'd agree to that. I never thought you'd agree to
vacation.
Who would say no to a honeymoon? Nobody ever likes your girl. Nobody would have said no to a week for you and her to go away.
Nobody.
No. We probably would have tried to talk her out of it, but nobody would have said don't go away for a honeymoon. Of course,
I never thought anybody would go for it.
It's way worse to take every Monday off for the foreseeable future.
Well, I wasn't going to take it for an eternity, and I wasn't going to take it for a year, and I wasn't going to do any of that.
How many Mondays were you going to take off, even though it says foreseeable future and so forth and so on?
I was going to stop.
As you listed 8.
The last Monday I was going to take off after consideration was going to be the one before vacation, and that was it.
So you should have wrote and so forth and so on.
Yeah, it does make it. It does make it kind of difficult.
Which makes you so guilty, and you're saying we're misrepresenting what you're saying.
It implies a pattern. It does make it hard. It does imply a pattern.
Well, fair enough, but you know what? Again, my bosses were the only one who saw that, and I'm allowed.
Steve, stop with that shit, because when you say something to Steve Blatter in an email that says foreseeable future, a lot of Mondays listed, and so forth and so on, you don't think Steve Blatter is then going to talk to me and Anthony? That's where it all. Yes, he did.
Yesterday or before that?
A while ago.
And your response.
And then
to
it
that
all came out yesterday. And then we try to get you on the phone to get your side of the story.
Why does nobody pipe up before then?
Nobody.
Why does nobody?
Everybody was piping up.
Yeah, yesterday.
And then it came out yesterday. Yes, because yesterday was a Monday. So it was on everyone.
If you'd rather I didn't do it, you should have said so. But nobody said anything.
So we're wrong?
Because
everyone in this room
explained
is
earlier
wrong.
why no one said anything. Because the bosses got one email, we got another. The boss's email throws up a red flag because it's and so forth and so on. That isn't as vague as the email to us, which said some Mondays. And like Opie said, his response was, no problem, Steve, happy for you guys. This doesn't throw up any open-ended Monday red flag.
But if they talked to you months ago...
This one does.
First of all, you're exaggerating that. Your email was June 26th. So sometime between June 26th, Steve Blatter came to us and was like, well, we got a weird situation here. And it was developing. And it all came to a head yesterday because it was another Monday that you weren't here.
And Opie does respond. It's almost like what my thing was when Opie's response is, hey, no problem, man. Like, meaning he thought you were going to take a few Mondays and was kind of cool with it. As you understand, if he had responded to the list of email, the list of dates, and then said no problem, but that wasn't the one he responded to. He responded to the other one. So you know what I mean? Where he probably thought you were just going to take a few Mondays.
So and if you wrote me and Ant this one that you wrote to Steve Blatter and Robert Cross, we would have absolutely had a major problem with this and would have said, well, Steve, what the fuck are you doing? These are two completely different emails.
Right. The emails
They're completely
were they written on the same day?
And then when we get and when you write this one to the bosses, and then it's on our radar, like, what the hell is Steve doing? I thought it was a few Mondays. Now I'm hearing it's more. And then we're trying to get to the bottom of it. And then it all came to a head yesterday.
So yesterday was was the first time that either of my bosses addressed it with you guys?
No, leading up to yesterday.
Okay.
Why didn't you just forward this to Open? I mean, I said myself to be polite, but really for Open Ant, why didn't you forward this one that you had sent to Blatter and Cross on June 26th?
Oversight, to be perfectly honest with
And
you.
by the way, and like Sam said, technically they can't argue the fact that you have all these days and you want to take Mondays off. They can't.
Yep.
It's illegal. They can't say.
I understand that. I understand that. So it's my own. So
you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yes, I know, and I'm not going to take every Monday, and I never said I was going to take every Monday. Ever articulated it?
Well, you can. We don't mind.
It's actually, for
imagine after all this, like, no, it's cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Now, it's actually endearing to that the shit hits the fan when I'm not here, considering how useless everybody says I am.
What, Daddy?
What shit is hitting the fan that you're not here?
What shit hit the fan? We had a great show yesterday. Don't insult or me and Ant. What shit hit the fan?
No, the fact that I got fucking beat down yesterday when I wasn't here.
No,
because we noticed that you weren't here the day you weren't here.
You're now there's diversion. Now you're diverting.
What are you talking about? Shit hitting the fan for real?
No, I'm talking about the fucking beatdown I got yesterday. Why the fuck isn't he here?
What shit hit the fan?
You were talking about the show, and now you're deflecting.
No, I'm not deflecting.
You said it's
I'm not
endearing
deflecting.
that the shit hit the fan while you weren't here.
So what does that mean?
No, that I wasn't here. That I wasn't here.
What does that mean?
It means that he feels almost like a compliment that he wasn't here and things came apart at the seams.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Anthony's way more logical than me. Trust me.
I was just trying to
I'm a
interpret
hothead.
it the way I heard
Yeah,
it.
that's how everyone heard it. So how did the shit hit the fan? Because that's a direct insult to us. I think we had a great show yesterday.
No, I heard it, and it was very good. But the fact that there was a fucking meltdown makes me think that there was a major issue. So, all right. So I'm not here causes major issue.
No,
I don't even know what he's saying anymore.
It's not that you're not here.
I don't even know what he's saying.
Issue.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you guys lambasted me for a good 30 minutes on the air yesterday for not being here.
And you had an opportunity to call the show yesterday, and certainly if you
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I think what
or
Steve is
deal with
saying
it today
is that
like we are doing.
The reason that you guys were so mad that he wasn't here was because obviously us guys could not handle the hugeness of the show and everything that it entails. So the fact that you guys got so mad at him was a testament to how how important he is to be here.
Right.
I think that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's not what happened at all.
Jesus Christ.
What's going on with you, Steve? Are you all right?
Steve's
I'm not being a dick. I'm
Buzz
asking for real.
Aldrin.
Oh, I'm doing great.
Are you?
No, you know what? I love the fact that that the regular ball smashing happens.
That, but yes, I gotta say yesterday, 'cause, I try. Sometimes I go after you, sometimes I go to bat for you. But this was a tough one to criticize the guys on, even though I know sometimes they fuck with you. But that is a tough one. And if you told Danny that and you told Sam that, it is kind of tough to not interpret it as that.
You know what? Here's the hard thing. I went to bat, especially with this days off thing, for the entire staff. I went to bat for the entire staff. The entire staff has a situation like this. Some more, some less.
Yeah, I appreciate that you told E-Rock to take Fridays off because you're taking Mondays off. We're gonna, that makes it even worse to try to put a quality show on the air for everybody.
No, he's entitled to. He doesn't, and I never implied to take every Friday off.
No,
I really didn't.
That's not what they're saying, Steve. The problem that I had was that you've been saying you have these days, and I didn't really want to take them except when I had to, and I do have to take one this Friday.
Why?
Because I do. But the point being that Friday is our busiest day for most of the staff. So I can't take a Friday off, even if I wanted to.
He spells it F-R-Y day. When he goes home and just eats fried food.
That's right. Every day is Friday.
He sits in his adult diapers in his living room with fucking on a big thing of plastic like Lethal Weapon 2 and eats fries until he goes into a salt coma. Honey, I'm itchy. He just starts scratching his body, gets itchy.
Hives.
He's got like fucking duck sauce. He doesn't even fucking use scooper. He just pours it onto his legs and wipes the fry. And right leg is barbecue, left leg is sweet and sour, penis and balls, duck sauce.
God damn
Looks like E-Rock lost a few pounds, actually.
I was actually going to say that.
I turned around.
As you're making all the fat jokes, I'm like, wait a minute. I think you lost a few.
No, it's the haircut.
The yo-yo is back on the upswing or downswing or whatever you want to call
The
it.
pelican neck isn't as big.
You're right.
Yeah.
Did you lose the weight?
I'm trying.
What are you doing?
Exercising.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Good boy. How often?
No, it's an exercise in stupidity, but it's exercising nonetheless.
What are you doing for exercise?
The elliptical.
Okay, I do that too. Big deal.
Yeah. So anyway, back to Steve.
Yeah.
So, no, the problem we have with the
More
Friday.
coughing. Jesus, where do you fucking work out in the tuberculosis ward?
Why?
Does push-ups over petri dishes.
It comes and goes. You've had a cough since winter. What
know.
the fuck, really? We're heading into late summer at this point.
Jesus,
It comes and goes.
you're like fucking. It's like Brando at the end of The Godfather. Hyman Sloth.
Puts a pork rind in his mouth, chases the kid around.
I don't know. I have a butt. Sorry, Eric. Back to see you.
Anyway,
So, I'm sorry. Guys.
no. Point being that with the Fridays, can't do Fridays off. It would be easier for like Sam and myself to do a Monday or a Tuesday where our workload's a little lighter, but that's not available because Steve took Mondays, and I really don't feel comfortable taking a Monday off and having a second staff member, down while the show's going on. So I can't do Mondays if Steve's taking everything.
I wasn't taking everything, and I never said I was taking everything.
That's not how you made it seem. You had it on the schedule. You told us.
I had it for 3
on the emails,
days
and
on
you
a
told us
schedule.
in the office too that you were taking Mondays off, that you were scheduling Mondays for yourself. So everyone else here isn't really going to take a Monday off because we're already down somebody.
Yeah, if like for the next few, that's fine. You know,
That's not how it seemed.
Well, that's not how it seemed. It's not what I meant. That's not what I
But
was.
you didn't correct it either. We're like, how?
Steve, you realize you
kept
cause your own
going on with
problems,
these
right?
Mondays.
You do cause your own problems.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nuts in that department.
No, you really do cause your own problems.
What's going on with you though, man? You seem like you're holding on to like I'm looking at your face and you
here's-
seem like you're not bothered by this thing, but there's something really going on with you.
I believe you believe that what you're saying, but the problem is how you portray this to other people makes it sound like it's completely opposite. You do cause your own problems because you don't communicate properly.
Let me address Jimmy's
in a
problem.
communication.
I know that I know that people like to think that I'm, or at least portray on the air that I'm useless. I don't do shit. I don't work. I don't do whatever the fuck. But I actually do a lot of stuff. All right, it comes out a lot on the air. Staff and hosts alike, whether it's joking or just ball breaking. I've gone to bat for the staff numerous times. Some have been well documented. Some I'll never mention. But the fact that there's a fucking, Lord of the Flies beatdown every so often makes me think that, well, what the fuck am I going out of my way to be nice to people
All right,
for?
let me ask you, why do you think that is?
I think that the environment that's fostered by you guys, no disrespect, is absolutely that. Is absolutely a every man for himself, Lord of the Flies. When he's down, keep kicking him. Absolutely.
So that goes throughout the staff, right? Every man for himself. So like that's why I'll bust Sam's balls and throw his face under a bus. That's why I'll punch Travis in the balls every day, right? It's because it just happens. It's like Lord of the Flies, right? Everybody's out for themselves. So yeah, that's how it is, right?
I think on the air, obviously something like that is fostered. I mean, we do beat the shit out of each other on the air.
But then you know what? Honestly, there's absolutely no there's no off switch off the air, it seems, and that's what bugs me.
Well, that's a whole different animal, I think. I don't think I'm just defending, myself here. The fact that when we're fostering an atmosphere such as that, we do it on the air.
Yeah,
I've never told anybody to treat anybody disrespectfully or anything off the air. As a matter of fact, I've said not to do that in many circumstances. So for you to say that, we're kind of guilty for fostering that atmosphere is a bit unfair.
I think, Steve,
I think everyone knows it's very different off air.
I think you know that we don't. It's not the same thing off air. When you and I talk off air,
when you and I talk off air, it's very respectful and it's very fun. It's very difficult to control. And for by and large, the staff is pretty cool, but sometimes there's just this relentless ball busting that I'm just like, well, what am I doing?
When is it though? I mean, I know I can speak for myself because it bugs me to hear you say stuff like that, like off the air. It's like relentless ball busting. When was the last time I busted your balls off the air?
Dude, I honestly, you and I,
years.
Dan and I haven't really spoken much
years.
in the past. I don't even know how many months.
So it kind of bugs me because I know Travis is in my office, Sam's in my office, so unless it's Eric, I don't know where it's coming from.
I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where
But
it's
you're the
coming
one
from.
that's saying it.
But I honestly don't know because it'll happen when I'm out of the room. I'll see and there's shit messed up on my desk. There's fucking people screwing with, things on my desk, and I'm just like, what fucking kindergarten stuff am I dealing with here?
The Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, but why? I got shit to do.
Yeah, I understand that.
Find somebody else to fuck with. Is my point.
But on the air, though, it bothers me you said that. I mean, it's only because, we attack Eric constantly.
According... sorry, I don't even know. I just got to read this. Dave C. from New York City. Lord of the Flies, and you said, Eric, there's no question who's Mickey.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sorry, you're right.
Sorry, Jimmy. That's all right. It's so funny.
Trying to get a couple laughs in.
But we attack Eric relentlessly. I mean,
I know.
Look at Kenny.
Eric
Kenny's
gets way more abuse than Steve.
We call Kenny the big dope. I mean, Kenny's a very competent you know what I mean? It's a different
Sure, I know.
animal.
I think the point I'm trying to make is that it's difficult for some people to make that separation, and I'm not talking about the talent. I'm not talking about you, Jim, or Ant, or Ope. I'm talking about there's a disconnect between some of the younger guys, and the fact that they can't talk that way off air.
But like off the air, E-Rock gets it way worse than you. Have you ever come back and found your lunch smashed in the garbage can?
Wow.
E-Rock is the one. E-Rock is the one. Nobody who fucks with you off the air.
I have no idea because it's never been done when I'm in the room. I honestly couldn't tell you.
So then how do you know it's being done?
Because it gets done. How do I show up in the morning and like every key on the fucking keyboard in my office is completely replaced.
One time in 6 months.
No. How about 6 times in 6 months?
Okay, let's see. Even if let's go ahead and just pretend that that's the truth for a second.
It is.
That would be once a month.
It shouldn't be any times a month.
For the foreseeable future.
It shouldn't be any times a month.
The keyboard will be fucked up.
The point is that it's not every month, and maybe it was one time. Maybe.
It's one example out of several. And
Steve's going to run around with a rifle yelling, QWERTY, QWERTY. Keyboard joke.
Of course it is. Some messed up keyboard joke.
All I'm saying is that if you want to fling about accusations and stuff, just at least have something to back it up, because I know that I don't, off the air, we don't have a lot to do with each other. Travis, we all have our own responsibilities post-show. So, if you're going to go on and say how, there's relentless ball busting post-show, and some people, they don't know how to talk to me. Well, when does it happen? Because I don't witness it.
And I have nothing to say about it.
For the most part, when I'm in the office, with Sam and Butcher and Travis, who I share that office with, it's never happening. So when is it happening? It's just if you're gonna say it, back it up, because it just it just looks like you're just saying stuff, and we're all shaking our heads, going, "What the hell is he talking about?
What the hell is he talking?" I have no idea who's doing it, so I don't know who to point a finger at. I really don't.
Paranoia.
And we all fuck with everyone. Am I supposed to walk around here with a stick up my ass because Danny talks about fingering my baby for 20 minutes every day?
I honestly don't know.
It's not a joke, though.
Yeah, but Travis,
I don't. We work for the Opie Anthony show.
It's fingering.
Old double knuckle Ross.
Everyone does get it.
Infant, newborn child, and Danny just will not stop talking about how he's going to finger
Well, you know
his
what?
daughter.
Danny's a good boy.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
I told him that's how you loosen someone up.
Do you think these guys have it out for you, Steve?
With that one.
What did you ask? I didn't hear.
Do you think these guys have it out for Steve?
Why, are you asking me?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Why? Why is that?
I have no idea.
Why would the whole staff gang up on you?
I don't know.
Because that's what you're getting at.
I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I could figure it out.
I brainwashed them all. That's what happened.
No, I don't think. I honestly couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you.
Even away from the show, though, Travis was at a party the other day, and he had his newborn little infant there, and he came up to me, and I said, "So how's the proud papa feeling?" And he goes, "Good, good." And I said, "When's he showing up?"
You're not the real
And
dad.
poor Travis is just like, "I'm the father."
Sure, Travis weighs 8. That baby weighs half of what you do.
know.
It's a 10-pound baby.
Nothing
I
like
told Travis that the only way his wife
Black.
got pregnant was because they had to scissor.
And Coke Logic writes...
Wrestling accident.
Coke Logic writes, by the way, the keyboard gag was fucking genius, so...
You gotta love the keyboard gag.
Steve doesn't feel part of the club.
Well, yeah, but Steve, if Steve were part of the club, he would think he was getting fucked with. E-Rock's part of the club because we throw his meals in the garbage. Travis is part of the club because Danny says he has sex with his infant daughter. How can we include you without you thinking everyone's still against you?
You walk funny and you have silly hair and you're half black.
Steve was in part of the club, and then he made it abundantly clear he didn't want to be part of that club anymore.
Yes.
He made it abundantly clear.
Because
Like
you
the
have too
mob,
many
though. You
things
can't leave.
to do.
Exactly, or Nambla.
And then when we don't fuck with you, you say nobody's talking to you or you're not part of the club.
No, that's not. I've never said that. I never said that at all. I'm quite content being not fucked with. I'm quite content being left to my own devices and doing my fucking job. Absolutely.
So then don't think that everyone's out to get you and that we're conspiring against you and that we're feeding these guys misinformation. It's just not happening, dude. I think everything that's happening is of your own doing. I didn't spread a big rumor around Sirius saying, "Hey, I hear Steve's taking off every month." Like, no, you were legitimately taking off every Monday.
That's
and
a
I have
good
news
point
for you.
Danny's making.
The wording in your emails, the words at staff meetings that we have these are the words that we're using. So if I say, yeah, I think Steve's taking off like every Monday for the foreseeable future, I have news for you. 6 to 8 weeks is the foreseeable future. So
No one's spreading bullshit. No one's trying to conspire against
Okay,
you.
6 to 8 weeks is okay.
That is the foreseeable future.
6 weeks. 6 weeks, foreseeable future, and that's how I
6
intended
weeks.
it. However,
now that there's a problem with it, sure.
No, yeah, now but 6 weeks, foreseeable future. That's exactly that's really what I was referring to.
Okay,
And then
so no one's saying anything more than that.
Absolutely. Yeah, yesterday somebody said it was a year.
No, Steve, you're not listening. What was said was that how much time does he have? And he said he has a year's worth. Steve, taking a year and he has a year's worth is two completely different things.
So
no one ever said that. No one ever said that you were taking a year's worth.
You
of...
guys did say it.
We said he could be taking a year.
Yeah.
Yes, he could be. Why would we say no, he couldn't be? Like, would we really say no? He said foreseeable future, which means 6 weeks.
Yeah, and
That's not what that means. Foreseeable doesn't mean 6 weeks. It means it's open-ended, and he has 51 days, and there's 52 weeks in a year.
Intended to elicit...
Even 20 straight Mondays would be a major problem.
Of course, and I was never going to do it for 20
then,
straight
and
Mondays.
And then we went, wait, he could possibly be doing it for a year.
No. Never.
Well, whatever. There's a major difference between what you're saying and what you wrote.
You feel very isolated from everybody here.
Absolutely.
Everybody here.
Everybody.
And why is that? Like, what is it?
I have no idea. You know what, dude? I have no idea what the fuck I did.
You seem very sad to me, and I'm not saying, look, there are times where I understand that, look, you like, I'm listening to your argument here. I understand why people thought that email said what it did, because it was worded terribly. It was very badly worded, and I see why people would think that you meant everyone. I really would. But it's like, you just strike me as being very sad and feeling very disconnected from everybody here. It's like you feel like you're walking into a war zone every time you come to work.
Absolutely.
But why?
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. I really get a feeling that I'm being like fucking pushed. I've been having that feeling for I don't even know how many months. Like I'm I'm really being like, sort of distanced so I can just say, fuck y'all, I'm out. So, and that's really how I feel. That's absolutely how I feel. And if I'm completely unjustified and crazy and out of my mind, then so be it.
But like it was just said, like, if we mess with you, there's a problem, and if we don't mess with you, then it's like, why am I being isolated?
No.
So, like, there was a point where you would fuck with us just as bad as we would fuck with you and everyone else. You would walk into my phone booth and pour salt on my head because I made fun of you. So,
yeah, that's going back.
And all of a sudden, that stopped. And
is that why you're losing your hair?
Who, me?
No. Is Travis losing his hair?
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere except his back. What a fucking creep.
What, he's got a hairy back?
It's just disgusting. I hope it falls out. I hope your hair falls out in 2 weeks.
Oh, shit. Do you have a hairy back, Travis?
No, I absolutely don't.
I hope your fucking hair falls out like Michael Jackson after a Pepsi commercial. Big dumb scar. That's great.
Get some follicles.
Yes, but the cheaper version where they staple them into your head. Fucking Mary.
So now what? How does this cute bit end?
Well, it's been going on. We all feel this uncomfortable tension, and it's like it sucks to feel that way. And there's stuff that the people don't know that went on that we know that went on. You know what I mean? It's like between different people, which I think sometimes the staff does rise your heart. I think sometimes you handle things very badly. I mean, there's certain things that I've even told you, like, I think that was handled terribly.
Yeah, and you've been very honest, and I've really curbed that behavior in lieu of some of that. I absolutely have.
I think you cause your own problems, Steve.
I'm in therapy. There's
some weird thing that happens with you and communicating stuff. Because I believe what you're saying today, but man, it wasn't perceived that way, in the last couple of weeks or whatever it would be.
And we all do selfish or self-centered shit at work. All of us do it. It's a big outlet for our shitty personalities, and it's very easy to point it out in all of us. But it's almost like when you get called out on it, it's like you get very defensive. At times you just got to go, you know what? I was being selfish, or I was being fucked up the way I handled that, or I was kind of putting my interest, whatever, you know what I mean? It's like there are times where it's okay to admit that.
Will absolutely admit that I am narcissistic, vain, selfish, and fucking crazy in more than one respect.
See, that you fit in perfectly.
Yeah, well, I would think so, but for some reason, maybe it's my own fucking neurosis that I feel like I'm being fucking ostracized. It could be, or maybe just nobody talks about it, and there's just sort of like, all right, we're done with him.
There were things even that I try to talk to you about, which were not as much connected to me as to other guys.
Yeah, there are unspoken things.
And the unspoken stuff, and things that were talked about, and that kind of, I thought, like, why did he do that? Like, why did Steve handle it like that? Like, I wasn't even privy to all that was going on, but I was like, why did Steve do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't find a reason that made sense to me why certain things were handled that way. Like, I thought, like, he should have handled that one differently. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not attacking you, dude.
I know you're not. I don't hear an attack in that. I just, maybe, the communication around here, could improve, or maybe it's not going to be improved. I don't know.
It's hard.
I don't know.
It's hard to, like, when the staff rides you hard. I see it, but I also see when you do something that I think is like, that's. And believe me, I'm not saying I'm above it or Opie's above it or anything, but when you do something that's really fucked up or self-centered, it's like you got to be able to be called out on that and go, God damn it, that was fucked up. I put myself before the show, and I shouldn't have done that. Like, you know what I mean? Because then it's a lot easier to yell at Danny or Sam or anybody who fucks with you where it goes beyond where it's comfortable, where it should happen. You know what I mean? Like, if those guys are riding you beyond what is appropriate for the show, they should get yelled at for it. But it's like, in the same token, when you're doing something that's putting yourself before the show, you got to kind of own up to it at time when it happens.
Sure. And you know what? And I have no problem owning up to my own fucking stupid behavior. I really don't. I have no problem doing that. It's part of being honorable. You have to own up to your own shitful behavior if that's what you're guilty of.
Us.
It's such but
Jesus Christ, didn't got to hear that from.
There are things that went on which maybe are better for off air. I don't know. I mean, again, not, for the audience out there, nothing that's no sexual assault, but just things that went on.
Fortunately,
yeah. I mean, that'd be much more fun to talk about. We'll spit in our hands and jack. But I couldn't for the life of me see why it was handled that way. Like, why did it get to that point? With the guys, I mean, I don't want to get into it. I wrote an email once, and that was my whole viewpoint on the situation, and I still adhere to those thoughts, ideas, and everything behind it. This is unfortunately stuff that'll have to come out in a book someday. But no, mine, which I'm working on now.
I tease, of course. It's just behind the scenes shit is all it is. But there has been some, I guess, resentment, things like that, which has made for a tough working environment between some of the people here. So it's and it's what it is. It's not even. It's beyond. It's water under the bridge, but it's done its damage. So that's kind of where it is right now. I have a fine working relationship with people here, and I want to keep it that way. It's how it's how I roll, as I like to put it. That's what I say now. It's how I roll.
It's very genuine. I like when you say that.
Yeah.
It's very genuine. Well, we got to take a break.
Travis has the clip from yesterday in regard to a year's worth of Mondays.
Wow. Leave it to Travis. He's got the fucking glove that doesn't fit. What do you got?
A Monday's off started at June 12th, and then he's asking, what about the fictitious guest issue email?
I have no idea.
Remember I asked you, I sent you a text, I'm like, why wasn't the staff told about?
Yeah, and they were.
No, I do not have an email.
Dude, I sent it to everybody.
Do you have a copy of what you sent out?
Absolutely do.
Just print a copy of it, and we'll keep it vague, but it would vindicate you if you had one.
I do. Absolutely. Okay. I didn't go into specifics. Why? Because I was told that I wasn't going into specifics, but I did specifically say.
Don't say specific twice.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, there's three of us that are
I didn't
right
get an
now.
email.
Eric and me were told about it because we had to do a thing. We were told about it in advance, but there was no email.
All I was told was someone would not be coming in.
Yeah.
So everyone's saying they get an email.
I've got it. I've got it.
Oh, we got to take a break anyway. Could you have it printed out? Sure. We'll just finish it up on the next break real quick. We'll just give it a quick synopsis. Is that cool with everybody if he just prints it out and we finish it up?
Fine by me. Fine by me, right?
I got to piss.
So what are we doing?
I don't know. I thought we were going to take a
We're
break.
going to take a break and stare around uncomfortably at each other.
Have we been going an hour and 36 minutes?
No, that's silly. The clock is wrong. All of them.
Not if I turn a camera on.
You're a dunce.
I really am a fucking cunt hat.
See, if you turn the camera on, then see the show continues, and then it
There
can't
we
be
go.
uncomfortable when you go to break. See?
That works. Nice.
Are we playing that other clip? I got confused. I tapped out a while
I can
ago.
play it if you want.
What clip do you have, Travis?
It's
play it.
regarding.
We said it yesterday. Just play it.
A year's worth of Mondays. Okay, let's hear. Okay.
Wait, Steve, I thought this Monday thing was for a few Mondays. Like
No. For the foreseeable future, possibly for a year, 52 weeks.
Possibly. For real.
Oh, yes.
Rock for real?
Yes.
52.
He gets a
So
paid.
our
3-day
executive
weekend.
producer is now working 4 days a week.
Well, that's somebody else speculating. You know,
That's
not-
that's
yeah,
speculative.
that's
That's
not-
completely speculative.
Yeah, I'll give you
Well,
that.
the word possibly was used in there, Steve.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's also
Possibly
speculative.
he could use 50
And foreseeable
possibly.
possibly
but
means a year.
possibly it could mean 8 weeks.
Yeah, when you have 80 days that are potential sick days.
But
or
I never
whatever.
said that.
I
I
know
mean,
I
a year
said
and a
that,
half.
and neither did Sam. He just said potentially because
that's
because it was so open ended that for all anybody knew, it might as well have been. When if I say, dude, I'm gonna take every Friday off for the foreseeable future, and I have 100 sick days, wouldn't you just assume that I'm just gonna be taking every Friday off until I run out?
The first thing I would the first thing I
It's
would
not
say
a crazy
is
thing to assume.
No, the first thing I would say is if you mean every day for the next year, no.
Does Kenny want in?
Oh no.
There's no sense to beat a dead horse. I think every reasonable man can conclude who's right and who's wrong here. All right? Steve talks about being honorable. What would hurt to just admit maybe you made a mistake?
I think I did in my wording of the original email make a mistake. Make a mistake by not being more clear as to my intentions.
The original email and every time you spoke about it after that.
What I say in staff meetings is pretty much to get people off my back.
So would it be reasonable?
with regard to
do it
this.
to yourself. You do it to yourself. I'm sorry.
Wow.
All right, so
You do it.
And then
Danny, what do you have to say?
And then he'll say that the staff is miscommunicating on his behalf. Like, dude, what are you talking about, man? No one's saying anything besides what you're saying. And then obviously you sent an email out in some regards saying that blaming the staff for mixing your words up, which completely was not the case. And I have a big problem with that.
Kenny, you're an interrogative. Kenny's pretty much an expert at interrogation. Anyone who's had a fucking lunch with him knows that. What's your take on it?
No, Steve just said that his intentions were miscommunicated. Is that something what you just said?
Yes.
All right. So what precisely was miscommunicated?
I should have been more clear with regard to how many of those to how many of those Mondays I was going to use.
All right. So would it be fair to say that your intention was to take off every Monday as long as you could?
No.
That wouldn't be fair to say?
No. That was not my intention. And the fact that I didn't outline it more specifically, yeah, that's my fault.
What are we?
There's a serious conversation going on here, and all me and Jimmy are doing is looking at Club Soda Kenny's dick rubbing on the mic.
How the mic stand is rubbing against his stupid peenie.
His little wee wee. And Jimmy just took a picture.
Look at it.
There's a real conversation going on. And why are you rubbing your cock on the mic
There's an
stand?
ex-detective rubbing he's dry humping the mic stand.
It's fantastic.
That's why Kenny's leaning in so much. I'm sorry. I apologize, Kenny.
That's okay.
Very funny, Kenny.
The only thing, in conclusion,
In summation.
is Steve agreed to every point you guys made,
Right.
but then in the next breath tried to get some wiggle room.
Yeah, a little wiggle room.
Right.
All right. All right. That comes from a professional. He's been in the
So
in
he
the
was looking for
interrogation rooms.
excuses of convenience. That's all that was.
Excuses of convenience.
Correct.
I like that. All right.
Thank you, Kenny.
All right. I could see that. I don't know where do we go from here with this. I just kind of
Fine.
go. Yeah, the email was a little. I'll go in summation now. The email that went to the boss was a lot more specific, even though it was vague, than the one we got. That's why we didn't turn around and say, "Holy shit, Steve, you can't take every fucking Monday off," because if we got the one the bosses got, we'd looked at that and said, "Holy shit, Steve's taking every fucking Monday off for who knows how long. It's open-ended. That's why we didn't complain or say, holy shit, we don't have an EP for a Monday from now until we don't even know when. So that's what I saw. And if you're saying that, you erred when you wrote that email, all right, I'll buy that. Happens. That's all. That was my summation. That's what I took away from the whole thing. What you fucking savages do behind the scenes is none of my goddamn business
funny, though.
or my concern. I grab my backpack and I run out of here and I leave that whooshing white smoke that cartoon characters leave when they leave a room quickly.
It's true. It's amazing. But fucking 10:31, he's goose stepping down the hall.
Danny, you all right?
Yeah, I would just, if accusations are made, then I just would like, just a little bit of backup. Like I can't just run around saying whatever I want. And I would just like it to be the same for everybody. So if there's accusations of just nonstop ball busting behind the scenes, then at least have a few examples, because it doesn't, as far as I know and from what I do and from what I observe, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Because
I can tell you I used to see it 2 years ago.
Yeah, but you and I don't occupy
the
same real estate anymore. You
okay,
just
but
don't.
and then 80% of the guys are in my office too. So when does it happen? And who's doing it?
I don't know when it happens, and I don't know who's doing it because it happens when I'm not around.
So it happens on Mondays.
Well,
someone had to make
Jesus.
But that's it. So if you're gonna,
E-Rock, there's no use eating a dead horse.
I'm just saying, if there's going to be accusations that we pick on you too, every day nonstop, well then just back it up. That's all. 'Cause that's what you said on the air.
You do talk very vague at times, Steve. You got to back up your stuff.
Because my fucking brain is like a sieve.
Well, write it down. Man. That would help you out. You do talk vague, and I think you do cause your own issues.
I think I do,
Maybe
too.
not every time, but...
No, I don't every time, but yeah, sometimes
But I think you do cause a lot of your own...
We all
shit.
have our foibles.
Hey, that's my word.
I know. I used it. That's why I used Jimmy's voice when I did it. It was one of
Ted.
Jimmy's voices. I used Ted's voice while I stole your line.
To really confuse
Yeah, to really fuck everybody up there. I was being vague.
People are saying everything from Radio Gold to enough already, so why don't we...
It's somewhere in between.
Never figure out, you fuckers.
I vote for shit.
You vote for shit? All right. All right.
Yeah,
I think
need
this
a
was
nap.
very healthy, right?
It's always
It has
healthy
to
to get things out. in the open
we'll just
like
clear
that.
up that email thing after the break, and then that'll be that.
Oh.
It's like picking a scab. It's very healthy.
See, it's not healthy because Danny wants to continue.
But no,
There was no email,
What,
right?
what Danny is saying is
No email.
Sam's
saying no email.
that
Travis
Steve
is saying no email.
Steve is very adamant that he sent
E-Rock,
out
of
an
course,
email.
will be on the fence like he is with everything.
Exactly, breaking it.
Trying to
Absolutely.
trying to balance his fatness like Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dummy. Sorry.
Fucking E-Rock, can you make it?
weight.
Can you have an opinion on
Losing
something,
weight.
E-Rock? Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Besides what bacon tastes like, we all know your opinion on that. It's Y with a U and a bunch of M's.
Fucking guy.
E-Rock, by the way, is indestructible.
He
really is.
He panics because he just wants to agree with every single person in this room.
I know.
Steve, just Danny's
At all
point
times.
about the email is.
E-Rock's in here as we kill
Yes. He's been getting crushed and he's just sitting in the seat.
I couldn't see him behind Steve. What?
He's tearing
Oh,
up at
yeah.
the trans fat story on
TV.
Channel 5.
E-Rock, can you make a decision? Did you get an email or not? Everyone else is saying they did not get an email.
No.
No email?
No.
And you absolutely sent it.
I remember writing it. Of the handful of things I fucking remember in my life, I remember writing that.
What about hitting send?
All right, that's a good... all right, we'll go to break with this. That's good. We'll read the email next, Steve.
Fair enough.
I think it's fair.
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. What's Alanis Morissette doing?
She's on weeds.
Is that her?
Oh, is she on weeds?
Wait, is that her at the bottom?
yeah.
God damn, she's fucking hot.
Did she have work done or something?
Dude, I
Or
never
did she
realized
just
how beautiful
look
she was.
better with age. She doesn't
Wow.
look bad.
She's beautiful.
You know.
Wow,
Look how pretty she is.
She looks better now than she did when she had all those hits.
Yeah,
Dude, she
does.
looks fucking good. Oh, I would definitely
How
kiss
old is
her.
Alanis Morissette?
She's 61.
Yeah.
Somewhere between 30 and 70.
Funny.
Oh, what is she doing? Shitting there or pissing?
Pissing. I think
Yeah.
before she goes on stage. It's
Fantabulous.
Yeah, she likes to take her leak.
That's
I'm
nice.
saying she's 35.
Yeah, that's it? Come on, bullshit.
She married
Older than
again?
that.
She was engaged to Ryan Reynolds, but he left her for Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, I don't. Do you blame her?
no
Looks like she's
doubt.
taking a dump in that picture.
That really does.
That's fucking lovely.
Nice.
I'd be singing "Thank You." Get it?
very
We'll
funny.
tie in with her
That
song.
is good, Jimmy.
Is your wife still crying? Is she all right?
No,
I
no
have no
upsetting
idea.
loved
I have
ones.
no idea. She's pissed off. I know that.
No upsetting loved ones on the program.
Is she pissed because you misrepresented it to her too?
Oh my God!
He told me he had every Monday.
Jesus H. Christ!
I would love to get her side, but we don't go there. It's fine. That was a joke, Steve. Jesus Christ.
No, look, I love my wife. I don't like seeing her upset.
Yeah, I understand that. I could appreciate that.
Yeah, that's where it gets like,
All right. We'll take a break and we'll read that email. Please don't have it dated July 21st. It'll be embarrassing for everybody.
Or July 22nd, because that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Or the 19th, because it was my birthday.
Oh,
How great would
I
it
will
be
agree.
if the email is dated July 21st?
Jim was not included on the email because it included birthday details.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait.
it's a letter from Doc.
What? When
He's
was,
in the Old West.
when was this email sent?
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday. And me and Aunt got it too?
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
When did you find out this info?
Let me see what's going on.
Saturday?
Here.
Sure. Saturday. Sorry.
We're going to go with...
Look, check Saturday or Sunday. Saturday. I don't remember.
All right, we're at Sunday.
I could search with my my email.
Is the title of the email Monday Guests plus Jim's Birthday Guests?
Yes.
Okay, then you want me to read it?
Oh, shit.
Just oh shit! That doesn't sound like something discriminating. For
You know what? I'll
Travis.
tell you this much. If it was going to back up Steve, I don't think Travis would have said, okay, you want me to read it.
He'd have hit delete.
Yeah, okay. Blank has been canceled. So now the only guest for Monday is Jay Okerson, who will need a plug sheet. However, we have some surprises for Jim's birthday. And then it lists all of the surprises for Jim's birthday. And then the email is over.
Okay.
So it doesn't say why he was canceled.
Yeah, it
or
doesn't
why
say
we wouldn't be
anything
able-
that we needed to know.
I was told not to make that information public. Oak knew, I think Aunt knew, and that's it. I wasn't told. I was told not to.
But you said that you emailed the staff about it, and so that we would all know the details.
No, I said Jim asked me why I didn't email that the guy was
I thought
canceled.
you said, I'm all right, Spider.
No, the problem there, Steve, is that I'll tell you what the problem is. My issue was that there was certain info the staff had to have for replay and all that stuff, because of concerns that were had, and there's no way they could have known that because we came in Monday and I'm like, well, was this handled at the end of last week, or as soon as it was made known? And like, how is the staff knowing not to have certain things on the air if they aren't told? Like, according to that, they would have had stuff on the air all weekend.
Hypothetically, let's say Travis.
I have
pulled
production
something.
that I could have played.
Yeah, exactly. So that could have been
bad.
a problem. And this email that says
but nobody
person has been canceled, that doesn't.
Yeah, I was told that he
alert
was
anybody.
canceled, and I was told not to give out the reason that he was.
But you didn't say in it, don't replay certain aspects.
I wasn't told not to replay certain aspects. I wasn't told that.
Wait, but you knew there was an issue that could erupt into some legal clouds
If the person was on
or
replayed.
Or replayed. And this is not the company being paranoid. This is one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I definitely got where they were coming from.
No, if we've been bitten by the same German Shepherd a few times, we're going to be a little leery of German Shepherds.
Yeah.
And we have been bitten a few times. So
we went in dick first with peanut butter while he was growling. Idiots.
The way I read it when I got it was, don't have this guy. Shit, I don't even know what I have to say.
Just say that.
it's like,
Don't
you
have
know,
this guy.
Don't have him.
Don't have this person on. Don't have this person on as a guest. That's how I interpreted it. Okay,
But
cancel.
considering he was a guest,
Right.
and there was audio, and that audio was where the problem came from,
Right.
then the staff should be told this is off limits. And I would assume that you were told that some of the audio was verboten as far as being played.
I was told this guy was not.
You weren't
Damn
given
it.
a reason why You weren't given a reason why this guy wasn't going to be on our show.
Absolutely, but I was told that was not conveyed publicly. That was not made widely known.
But I understand. Like now, but there's a difference between explaining to the staff why he's not going to be on the show and telling the staff, look, because of certain things that came up, do not play this audio. You know?
Why wouldn't you tell them not to play the audio?
I wasn't told to eradicate the stuff.
But that's something I think an executive producer should put two and two together. If the boss tells you there's a problem that could erupt into something based on a guest
and his appearance,
shouldn't you know? Look, we got to wipe this out. Like there have been times I've turned around and gone, "Holy shit, do not play that." There was a time I think Butcher played something. Or it's not. And there's just been times people have played things where I'm like, oh my God, are they crazy?
Right.
We just got fucking bitched out about this, and they knew.
Right.
They knew. And, that's kind of the situation we had. I think you could easily deduce that if a guest was a problem, if there was going to be a problem based on what he had said in a previous appearance, that previous appearance shouldn't be played.
And when was that email sent to Travis?
That was on Saturday.
Okay.
Which is fine, but like
Saturday, what time? I'm not nitpicking. I'm curious.
Saturday,
12:15 p.m.
There you go.
Okay.
It's the fact. I think it's more the fact that like Monday morning, it's just like, hey, should we play this? And I'm just like, yeah, why not? And it's just like, well, because of this. And I'm like, I don't even know that.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, that was a big surprise.
So it's just like, maybe if the details, aren't for everybody, that's fine. But I don't think there's a problem in saying, hey, let's all be cautious because this happened.
Wait, can I ask too why you didn't? Here's what I want to know, because I was in communication with Steve Blatter and and Eatman and stuff like that on Friday. About this became an issue sometime on Friday. I don't know when, but I have an email, a text between Blatter and I at like 7:50 p.m., which was I think Chicago time. So how come you should have sent this out Friday night because of possible replays on Friday night or Saturday morning?
I didn't know that's what they wanted.
The weekend
done.
stuff was already taken care of.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what they wanted done. I thought they wanted the guest pulled. That's what I got from all the correspondence. They wanted the guest pulled.
Were you given the reason why?
Yes.
So, knowing that's what I mean. They wanted the guest pulled, but they told you why. So, based on why, it should have been known to not replay certain audio. It just should have been known. That's something like 2 and 2. It's 6.
It's not.
Oh shit!
Because what happens?
Math.
What happens is if the company says, look, they've gotten this notice, and we still replay stuff that we could have just as easily yanked. I mean, that's a major. That's a really fucking big problem because that's like saying we're ignoring
Yeah.
No,
what the company said and what the outside party said. Like that's a big problem, man.
I understand that, but that was never communicated to me. And if I was supposed to assume that, then I didn't.
I think as EP, you have to on that one. I mean, that's a big one, dude.
Yeah, it's just something like you look at something and you kind of think, hey, now here's where I got to go in and tell my guys, I got this issue that came up, and here's how we have to handle it.
And there's been situations like that before where someone said, "Get the audio out, get it out now," and that's absolutely what has happened. But this was don't book the guest. This was don't book the guest, and it was canceled. And within minutes of getting that, I was on the phone with the
but I mean, but I've been through. We're going in circles.
Yeah, I understand.
Just based on why
what happened,
the guest was supposed to not come on.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't make that leap because you're the guy that has to make that decision to let these guys know.
Yeah, I understand that, and if it was articulated that way, I would have.
But I think they want you to not be like just a filter.
Yeah. You have to know. Like if you're told by the bosses, you have to be the guy that knows to then tell the rest of the guys, all right, here's the information I got. Now here's what we have to do. You can't just be the middleman. You'll be the guy in Office Space. So what exactly would you say it is you do here? You can't be the middleman guy. There's information that you get. Now you have to take that information and kind of figure shit out and then disperse it amongst the staff That's part of,
And make sure the show's
gig.
make sure the show's well protected as you do that.
Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt, man.
We were a little vulnerable.
Yeah, that was.
We were a bit
had
vulnerable.
We had our soft bellies.
Hell yeah, we did.
Laying open for a little while.
Although it wasn't terrible because a lot,
I said a little vulnerable.
Yeah.
A little. It wasn't like crisis, but it should have been taken.
Who
care of.
edited it?
Which
Did anybody replay it? and edit it?
yes, it was edited and replayed.
Dave C. from New York City wants, I just like to remind Jimmy his vacation time of Tuesdays between 8 and 8:15 is coming up.
Oh, that is what you grabbed.
Yes.
Yeah, you got dibs on that
So
one.
bon voyage.
That's right. I've got a trip planned.
You got your vacation
Yes,
starting in 2 minutes.
I certainly do. I'm
For the
going
next
down to
15
Del
minutes.
Frisco's, and I'm going to make time with the waitress, and then come back up by 8:15. I like to make time with the Del Frisco's wait staff. I like to get to know them.
Is it safe to say that sometimes communication gets garbled between you and the staff?
Sometimes.
Okay, so how is it that we have communication problems?
The communication gets broken down
Because
between
if
the
it
staff
starts,
and me.
but I'm saying if the problem is you not communicating to us even any issue at all, how is it then that we have a problem communicating? Like, that's just what I want to differentiate, because I get told a lot of times that our communication skills need work. But meanwhile, it seems like the only times where communication skills need work is when the staff and you are communicating.
That's not
like
true.
Interstaff communication seems to be just fine. So I'm just wondering where that comes from.
I have no comment because I can't.
Okay.
Why? You feel free.
No, there have been plenty of times where where I articulate just fine what needs to get done and what has to get done.
And they just don't do it.
What's that, Travis?
I heard drinking problem.
I heard drinking problem.
I said it's like saying the staff has a drinking problem because Danny drinks.
That's not,
like
that's
that's
such a great example there, Travis.
Exactly.
Sure it is. It's saying that
Danny
you're
does
saying
have
that,
a drinking
let's see,
problem.
You're saying that the staff has a communication issue because you have a communication issue.
Oh boy.
Like,
Maybe it's best you just do stay quiet in there.
Silent partner?
Oh no, you really make things very crystal clear.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You fucking water muddier.
Dummy. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Your baby throws up and is smarter than you. Just drools and it can't hold its head up and it's still smarter than you right now.
He uses a terrible example.
Oh my God, its examples stink.
Really awful.
We're going off yesterday on one movie. He throws another one in there out of left field.
I was, just trying to diversify.
You stink.
Opie's doing arts and crafts. I think.
Now he's holding.
He's doing arts and crafts.
He's holding one of those post-it, little, what do they call that?
It's kind of Post-it notes. But he
kinda
made an accordion out of
You
it.
look like the Silence of the Lambs guy. You look like James Gum. Oh no! You look like after Hannibal Lecter hung the cop up.
Yeah.
When Opie's holding his arms open with a whole thing of Post-it notes, and you look like. All right, good
look cool,
reference,
though, right?
Jim.
All right,
It's like a
Steve.
kiddie sitter class. Cut it up.
Yeah. Well, I think Steve could communicate better to the staff. To be honest with you,
Yes.
if the whole staff is saying like, I don't think they're ganging up on you. I think they get frustrated because of the communication.
I'm so fucking tired of the naked cap. We
Why?
get it.
No, I don't
he's
even want to
gonna-
hear this.
He's gonna be running for the mayor's
for
office.
mayor.
Good.
On a-
Naked cowboy for mayor.
on a goof ticket, and the news is picking up on it.
I'm going to be the best
Hey,
mayor.
she was on.
Hey, there she
Hey,
is.
we had her on
I got
yesterday.
a picture with her.
Brooke something.
She's into me.
With her Debbie Gibson hat.
Kenny suggests that we make Steve apologize.
What?
No.
Kenny wrote it.
In psychopath non-script handwriting.
All right.
Every fucking everything Kenny writes looks like a hostage note.
Yeah, you should just walk around with cutout pieces of magazine
really
and
are.
paste.
Awful. Yes. I'm the shark skin suit killer.
Why should Steve apologize, Ken? Now that we're past 8 o'clock without a break.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kenny?
No, you're always good getting apologies out of people.
Jesus, Steve. I mean, Kenny.
I
don't
know,
even know what I'm saying anymore.
Exactly.
Even like,
You're
for
crazy.
instance, this last incident, he doesn't want to take responsibility for it.
Wow.
Yeah, you might have caused your own problem here, Steve.
It's true.
For real.
And
I'm a self-destructive individual.
It's not that you're self-destructive. It's that when you fuck up or whatever, it's kind of hard for you to go, wow, that was a tremendous blunder. You'll say it like as a very casual admission, but specifically to go, wow, I really should have done that, because that was a big one.
I really do believe you weren't going to take every Monday off for the next year, but you didn't really communicate that whatsoever to anyone until today.
That's right.
Which caused the issue that is.
But
been
why?
discussed for
You know what?
Well over an hour now.
Why didn't anybody ask? Why didn't anybody
We
say
did. It
anything?
came to a head yesterday. It's, you know.
Well, don't forget, no one got that email.
First of all,
Splatter and Cross got.
Yeah.
And Danny said, "You're taking every Monday off, Steve," and you said, "Yes, I have the days."
How else did I say that?
In the staff meeting,
Oh,
which
so-
is obviously you say things in the staff meeting just to get people off your back.
Right. Which we heard today.
Yeah.
Which didn't help your
That-
case, by the way.
It definitely didn't.
Well, because the staff meeting is 1% information, 90%,
But
99%.
I'd say 91%.
But see, all the ball
not
busting
true
and
at
stuff is one thing on the
That's
air.
not true at all.
The,
But
the
that's
staff
not
meeting is where you should be serious and not just say stuff to get everyone off your back. That's what you should be saying on the air.
There's approximately 4% ball busting in staff meetings.
And what was the other percent of non-ball busting?
Work and discussion.
No, what's the number?
96.
Good
Do we
boy.
go 96? Or is there a gray
96%.
area where it's 92 and then 4%?
Oh, then there's
kinda
unknown, some
yeah,
Give or
plus
take a couple
minus.
percentage
Yeah,
points.
give or
You need a
take.
plus or minus.
1% is E-Rock drinking free sodas.
you rock.
Piggy boy likes soda. Well, let's ask Elliot Ness Shoes. What do you think?
See, and that's one. That's
I think
something that really.
I'm surprised that Kenny's kind of frustrated with Steve. Kenny seems to be
Kenny's a
frustrated.
facts guy, though. Kenny's an organized facts guy. Kenny, and I mean FACTS, not fact. Kenny is a factual guy who lives and dies on facts. And if you've ever traveled with him, you know that's all he does.
Kenny, you have a
Talk about
problem
facts.
with what Steve's saying here today?
No, I like Steve, but he's just caught between a rock and a hard place now, and
Kenny also loves cliches.
Oh my God!
Yes.
He's a
the
cliche
cliche
kid.
king.
He really is. He loves cliches.
Caught between a rock and my head.
That's right. From a
there
rock
would
and
be
a
no
pea.
harm for him to admit his indiscretions. That's all I'm saying, because it's evident by his babbling for the last hour and his body language.
What's the body language? Hold
Wow,
on. What's the body
detective.
language?
Oh, he's been biting his lip.
Kenny,
He's been fumbling with his Fu Manchu. He's been tapping his foot. He's been shuffling in his chair.
And these are things that
Are these tells?
You're told, mean
to look for?
something.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
They're tells?
Yes.
What do they say?
He's nervous and uncomfortable with what's going on.
I'm nervous and uncomfortable in the studio, period.
You do this for a living. Then you're in the wrong profession.
No. It's been 11 years.
11 years.
Oh, Kenny.
Actually, no, I'm not in here full time, Kenny.
Oh, he
No,
got
but
you.
he got you. You're a voice guy in the radio.
I'm a
in the
voice guy.
studio.
Look, behind in a room with a microphone and no windows, I'm great because I feel comfortable. But in a room where I'm put on the spot with three guys with razor sharp wits, where I'm going to get eviscerated if I say the wrong thing, no, I'm not comfortable.
All right, so then what would be the harm to just admit it and get it over with?
Admit what? What specifically would you like me to admit, Kenny?
Well, just tell the truth.
I did tell the
will
truth.
set you free.
I did tell the truth.
Another one. Oh my
That's
God.
right.
I didn't lie at any point in this conversation.
What about the staff meeting?
No,
2 seconds
we're
ago.
not saying you're lying, but there is deception going on.
Yeah, Steve, that was a little rough. I mean, you want people. It's hard to defend you when you say stuff like, "I just say stuff at staff meetings
you-
to get them off my
Jesus,
back." That's a
that
rough one.
gorilla.
You can't say that you tell us things just to get us off your back, and then say, "Oh, the staff is lying and misconstrued
dude,
my information."
Misconstrued.
By saying that 90% of the staff meeting is ball busting you is a complete fabrication. It's complete.
That is fabricated.
Not even close.
No. Again, 4%.
Would it be 70%? Maybe.
So and then
No.
I would say closer to 60%.
Closer to 4%.
No, it's not 60%. So
Steve's
that's
saying closer to 60.
It's approximately 4, and then 1, and then 95.
What's the one again? I forgot.
1% is E-Rock drinking free sodas.
so if you're gonna, like I said,
Is he aware that you guys all look at him every time he goes for another free soda? I love that visual more than anything right now.
Is he drink-
And
is
he
he
can't
diet?
help himself, so he has to come into the room all slumped over.
He's got one in each pocket. Old piggy pockets. What, is E-Rock drinking fat-free soda, like diet?
Guys drink Diet Pepsi.
Good.
That shit
And
catches
eats
up to you,
Cheetos.
though, man.
Does Eric know there's free ice cream in the green room?
Oh, Eric's the one that alerted us to it.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
What are we
did.
going to tell us? Well, we could sum it up by Rat Spit here from Pal Talk. He just writes, Steve created this problem, so on and so forth. So,
so on and so
That's true. I didn't mean it when I wrote ad infinitum.
Can we please break? I have to pee really bad.
You sure? Or are you just saying that?
I swear to God, I'm going to piss my pants.
Now we don't know what to believe.
Yeah, we don't know.
We got to watch him piss his pants then.
Everyone pull out.
No, we
He
don't.
said it.
No, we don't, Sam.
I just said that to get you off my bladder.
I did.
Speaking of bladder, where is he?
DC.
Yeah, he's in D.C. today.
All right.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
He's the head of
Looking
music
at potential victims.
Yeah.
You out. You gone.
Oh yeah, Steve Blatter. He has to put on his hooded robe and pick up his sickle, or is it a reaper's scythe? What do they carry?
I call it a conjure blade.
Yeah.
Is it a Sith?
Is it a Sith?
I don't know. That was me trying to be smart. I don't know.
I honestly don't know either. All I know is
haven't
the
seen
Blatter's
enough
down there
Russell
lopping off heads.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of empty bowling bags that he's going to fill with heads like fucking Edmund Kemper.
Should we have Steve walk out awkwardly?
Definitely.
Yeah. Because you're going to leak. We're going to just
All
continue.
right, that's fine. Thank you.
Steve Blatter walks in. There's a Mr. Death here.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Well, we didn't get anything accomplished, and that was over an hour.
I'm breaking your balls and right away you're getting fucking fresh.
He was getting fucking fresh.
He's just killed little fucking manners.
All right, well. Should we break now?
Yeah, I got to piss too.
I apologize. We're in your vacation time, Jimmy.
I don't, dude, it's not about me. It's about the. I don't mind giving up vacation time. I'll just take it.
Are
I'll
you
take
willing
it
to
next
give up
hour.
today's vacation time?
next hour.
No, I can switch to 9:15 to 9:22. I don't mind. I'll take that extra 7 minutes. The staff tends to be randier down at Del Frisco's.
Del Frisco.
It's a fucking circus around here.
It
It
really is.
really is. I love it.
What am I in a circus over here? I don't know.
Hello, is this Australia? Is Corey there?
I'm trying to call a continent.
Who would you like, mate?
His name is Corey.
Do you have a last name?
No, but he's the guy from the news clip.
Huh?
Corey, the man on the computer. He has delicious nipple rings and a smooth chest.
Like me, could you please connect me with him?
Oh, hello, this is Corey.
It's him. It sounds he's got an accent.
Hi, do you have an XM?
Huh?
Okay, good. Could you talk to Opie Anthony?
And that's how you executive produce.
Who said life was all about following the rules?
Carlisi.
I'm a man of leisure.
This summer,
Greg Hughes, it's Mr. Carlisi. You're an asshole.
find out what happens when one executive producer discovers he has 50 sick days and decides to use them all.
Ah, the Prius. If you have the means, I highly recommend you pick one up.
Starring Steve Carlisi.
I want to eat in that restaurant. I'm going to make a fake reservation with my new stomach.
And Steve Carlisi as Steve Carlisi.
Don't you know me? I'm Abe Froman, the internet king of Jersey. Look, the Foundry logo's on everything. Let's shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout.
Coming every Monday.
A family member has days off and you give him crap? You're an asshole.
Steve Carlisi's Day Off.
Life goes by pretty fast. If you don't take vacation time, you'll miss out on it.
We went through this whole thing with Steve. The executive producer of the Opie Anthony show decided out of nowhere to take every Monday off.
Yeah.
Wow. And we happened to take a Monday off yesterday. Huh?
Yeah, we did.
Huh?
Once in a blue moon, as they say. Once in a blue moon.
So we're pretty much past the Steve taking every Monday off for the next year.
Yeah,
thing.
He tried to squeak that by. There was a big on-air controversy about semantics, what he meant to say,
right.
What he did say, what one email said as opposed to another email. It was just a big clusterfuck.
Well, we got a bit from C90.
Mm-hmm.
He's from England. And he went with the whole Steve taking Mondays off. And this is quick and worth playing today. Check this out.
All bears need to hibernate, so I'm gonna turn off my phone. I'm not gonna go to work today. I'm just gonna stay at home. I know he doesn't understand it. He always said I was good as gold, and I can see no reasons. There are no reasons, not even for the good of the show. Tell me why I don't work Mondays. Tell me why I don't work Mondays. Tell me why I don't work Mondays. I wanna sleep the whole day long.
Yeah, a little quickie for you.
C90 from England came up with that.
Good job, C90.